think you're weird. I think you're dumb. You fucking had that show makes me so fun. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now. Coming to you live from the luscious loins of Lapel, Indiana. It's Bull Shep or Shipwreck Shep or whatever the fuck I'm calling myself today. Our guest tonight is none other than Wayne Griffith of Kung Fu Overdrive. Also in the house tonight, we have the lovely Candace Crawford of Rude Girl Baking and Jackie Humbert. Did I say Humbert?
Humbert.
I said it right.
You said it right.
Yes.
And you said Jackie. A lot of people call me JC, so you got it right.
The spelling, yeah. I remember the time I was like, is it Jackie or is it JC? Yeah.
I answered to lots of things.
It's always been confusing.
Well, it looks like Jason, 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 Jason. And no, come on, baby, come back. Hey, wrong camera, but that will do. So yeah, we have Wayne Griffith in the house of Kung Fu Overdrive, and tonight, this fucking shit, man. This is my life right here. There it is. Bam. We have he's playing this Saturday at Punk Rock Night with Vice Tricks and Hans Condor. Rolling Sixes fell off. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going down this Saturday. I'll be taking photos, blinding people all night, drinking Turkey 101. Hey, by the way, if you're watching this podcast right now, at the very bottom right, you're going to see this button that says share. Click that button and share it. Send it to your fucking family, your friends, your worst enemies. Have them watch this show because we're talking all about Wayne tonight. It's fucking Wayne's World.
Oh, shit. Rock on, Garth.
Hell yeah. So how was your daytime commute, Wayne?
My daytime commute, well, you know it's hot as freaking balls out there today, so it was a little rough, but I got air conditioning, so anyway. But yeah, you're a little bit out here, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a drive.
So I got to see some country, got to see some corn.
Hell yeah, all the corn.
Yeah.
So much corn. How about you, Candace? How was your drive time commute?
It's great. I use that time to listen to a podcast on my way to the podcast.
Right on.
It's a podcast overload.
And Jackie, you could have walked, right?
It pretty much
Yeah.
as the crow flies.
Yeah, you're not too far from here, so
I'm right next to Ruoff Music Center. So.
yeah, and we can almost hear the Ruhoff from here.
I was telling her when I moved in my house, my kid was sleeping and I heard this noise and was gonna run down the block to tell the teenagers turn that shit down because it's 11 o'clock. Walked out the front door, realized it was poison. I couldn't tell them to turn it down.
Oh, no shit.
But you wanted to.
But yeah,
Jam it, poison. So rowdy.
They're just looking for a good time.
That was bad. But
So in other news, Wayne, your other band, Machine Guns and Motorcycles, is officially back on, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we
All
got together last week and hammered out the details, and so yeah, after a 2-year hiatus, we decided to get back into it. So I'm really excited about that.
Very
We got some. I wrote some new material for that band specifically, and so yeah, I mean, you know, you can't ask for a better a group of guys, you know. I mean, they're local legends.
Hell yeah.
So to get back in it with those guys is going to be really cool. I'm super stoked about it.
Trying to think of so I know Dave Lawson's in there.
Yeah, Dave's in there.
I know John's in there, right?
Of course, John's there. And
Johnny Zepps.
Mark Cutsinger.
Cutsinger, yeah.
Probably the most famous local drummer in Indiana, other than Kenny Arnoff. But I mean, Mark's been with so many bands. He is a legend. I mean, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's how I met you, man. Is through Machine Guns and Motorcycles.
That's true.
I
That
think
was
I
a
can-
long time ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the show. didn't you play a show out at God damn it, now I can't, Beale Street with Faster Pussycat?
Yeah, speaking of 80s bands, yes.
I'm pretty sure that is the first Machine Guns and Motorcycle show I went to.
Wow,
Aw.
that was that's
I
been a
know,
minute.
dude. I'm one of those people.
That's been a long time.
Yeah, it's a hot minute ago. I'm actually wearing my 5th quarter shirt. Shout out Mona DiMaggio.
Oh yeah,
But,
we played there a few times as well.
Hell yeah. So yeah, man. We're gonna get right down the nitty gritty. We're just right into it, man.
Let's do it.
When did you start playing music?
Yes, Wayne. Oh, sorry, Wayne Birch. Yes, let's do another poster.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm forgetting I'm forgetting everything. Hold on, before we start getting into your life story, let's look at these comments real quick. I'll show that one real fast. I don't know what Stephen Riddle said, but thanks, Stephen. Love you too, buddy. Cammy Morse Clayton said Jackie and
Jackie.
yeah.
Jackie.
What was that? 3 black flags? What was that black flag symbol?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I'll ask
I
her.
don't know that. Oh, 50 stars from Wet Denim. Fuck yeah. If I was wearing jeans right now, I tell you what. That's a bad joke. What's up, Art? And then yeah. All right, cool. So every show I start off, I want to give everybody the gift of VHS for coming on the show. So let's get these out here. Hold on. I can't do that one. I have the worst sense of humor.
Shep, I've known you.
We know.
I've known you for a minute, so this is not news to me.
David, I brought croissants and cupcakes.
Oh yeah, there's rude girl baking.
David asked if I brought cookies.
Yeah, so let's check it out. Oh yeah, cookies,
I didn't bring cookies. No cookies.
mini croissants though.
Thank you very much.
And
And they're delicious.
cupcake.
Oh, awesome.
Cream
Thanks.
filled. The cream is melted a little bit. It's hot out, y'all.
Yeah, it is hot out. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
Thank
so
you.
fucking hot. It feels like this place is air conditioned for like the first 2 minutes,
And then it doesn't.
and then it
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, pretty much. It's like quick to it.
How can you be called rude girl baking when you deliver such delicious treats? That's not rude at all.
I love that.
You want to tell Wayne the reference?
Yeah, just a ska. Of course, rude girl. I'm a fan of ska.
Okay.
And it's also sort of a political play on all the nasty women comments over the last several years.
I see. I get it now. Makes
Just a
more
rude
sense.
girl.
Yeah, makes more sense now.
It's all vegan, so I feel like that's pretty punk rock.
Yeah.
Bucking the system.
That's
Exactly.
All right. Let's do the VHS. I'm just gonna go with what I originally had. So God, I hope you like Stanley Kubrick, Jackie. I grabbed you Full Metal Jacket.
Oh God.
So I don't. Yeah, I probably now here. We'll just set it here.
Yeah, because
At some point one of us is gonna get up, and then for you, Candace, I got your Roger Rabbit.
Nice.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And then for our special guest, our main guest tonight, Back to the Future.
It is Back to
Yeah.
the Future with machine guns.
Yep, that's right.
yeah.
It's a Robert
So-
Zemeckis film.
It's a great choice.
There you go, brother.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. By the way, that's like the original one they made. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit, it's not like a remake. It's like the actual, like when they first released it. And yes, I do get all my VHS at Goodwill. Go on
Nice.
Sundays, by the way. It's like 50% on again for 50 cents.
I love it.
It's a cheap gift, but it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you have a VHS,
It's
player.
not the gift that counts, it's the thought.
Exactly, yeah. More comments. Let's
It's
see.
Vintage now. The vintage collection.
Oh, it was heart emojis. Right on, Cammy. It was heart emojis, Jackie.
Oh, okay.
I just got here. Did Candace bring any cookies today?
Hi, Stacy.
What'd you bring? Croissants and then
So there's 2 savory croissant options. One is butter and the other one is vegan cheese. And then the other croissant is sweet, has brown sugar in it. And then the Hostess with the Mostess cupcake is my vegan version of the Hostess cream-filled cupcake.
So Steven said he was at the Faster Pussycat show.
hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm trying to think of every I know Brenner was there. I know Bronson Swanson motherfucking Johnson was there.
There was a chick that jumped up on stage while we were playing and was dancing next to me, and Mona had to get up and pull her up.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was
I
Nick
think
Jordan's
there's
mom.
I think there's video of that on YouTube still. That was
No
awesome.
shit.
That was awesome.
We should pull that up. That'd be fucking dope. Would it be great if it was Nick Jordan's mom though? Probably not. Though.
Gosh, I hope so.
That's the joke that keeps on giving too. So, all right, let's dig in, Wayne. When did you start playing music?
Well, man, I started playing music back in the 80s. Well, actually, I started playing guitar when I was 13 years old back in 1978. So shows you how old I am. But I started playing in bands in high school, and then did the 80s. I mean, played in cover bands during the 80s. And then, you know, life took over and met a girl, got married, moved to Florida, and did some other serious shit, like joining the Army at 27 years old and jumping out of airplanes, and
wow.
totally got out of music for about 40 years.
Wow.
And then my parents got sick in mid 2000s and passed away 4 months with each other, and so kind of made me reconsider things. You know, kind of made me think about all the how fast life goes. But you know, for one thing, and I thought, you know, here I am. I know how to play guitar, and I'm not even doing it. I'm not even doing anything with it. So decided to record a CD with studio musicians. So that was the first Machine Guns and Motorcycles EP, and then John and Mark got a copy of it, and they were listening to it at John's house, and got a call out of the blue. They're calling me, and they're like, "Man, we're listening to your CD, and we love it. We want to be in your band." So I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Hell yeah.
I'm like, I haven't played in a band in 24 years, and now I got local legends calling me up wanting to play in a band with me. Yeah, let's do this. I just hit the band lottery, and then they tell me they're bringing Dave Lawson with them. So yeah, it was incredible.
Hell yeah. So you first started playing guitar when you said you were 13?
Yeah, I mean, I played drums for about 2 weeks, but I didn't like being back there.
Right on. I got you.
I wanted to be up front.
Do you still have that guitar?
I do.
What kind of guitar is it?
It's called an Electra. It's from a company called MPC, and my mom and dad bought that guitar at Washington Square Mall at Wilkins Music. They sold organs, but they sold this one line of guitars, and it wasn't a cheap guitar. It wasn't like a K or something like that. It was an expensive guitar. It took my dad 3 years to pay it off, but
Holy shit.
yeah,
Wow.
it was a serious guitar, but I was pissed because I wanted a Gibson Les Paul,
Oh, of course.
and but yeah, I still have the guitar. I
It's
don't
like what, 44 years old?
yeah. Hey, shut up.
Oh, Candace. Well, that's cool. You still got it. That's fucking dope. And then, so like, break down into essentials here. What musicians inspired you, like growing up?
Well, totally. The Beatles changed my life. I mean, absolutely game changer. And my best friend had older brothers, and so they had all the Beatle records. And so we were in kindergarten, and we were listening to Beatle records all damn day. And so from there it went to Kiss and Alice Cooper and Aerosmith, and just, you know, just kept progressing from there, from, you know, all the 70s stuff. And then so we started a band. We had this drummer who actually lived above Paul Mayhearn of the Zero Boys. His mom,
shit.
our drummer's mom, rented a flat in this big duplex on Woodruff Place from Paul Mayhearn's mom. And so I've known Paul Mayhearn since I was 13, 14 years old as well. But
Small world.
and
No
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
down the road, you would end up playing with the drummer that played with him in Zero Boys.
Well, of course, they turned me on to the Ramones and the Sex Pistols and the Dead Kennedys and all that shit. And so it just, you know, went from Rush and, you know, that stuff to Ramones all day, every day, you know. So now I listen to all kinds of shit.
Hell yeah,
What do
same.
you, what do you like now? What's your like favorite new stuff?
I like Greta Van Fleet a lot,
I love them. I really love
Good
them.
one.
and still like Buck Cherry. Not as much as I did, before. But I just went and seen them not too long ago. But no, I still like bands that are really, still guitar oriented in it, because I'm a guitar player first. But I like all kinds of shit. I'll listen to freaking Madonna. I'll listen to Adele. I mean, I'll listen to 60s French pop. I was listening to that just the other day too.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So
Whatever makes some feet move, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
whatever just chills you out, after a crazy fucking day in this world.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel you there.
Good music is good music.
Hey, thank you, Left Kramer. Sorry.
One cool dude.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hell yeah. So you listened to the Beatles, Kiss, Alice Cooper. What was the first album you ever bought, like with your own money? Remember?
Shit. First album I ever bought with my own money. It had to have been Kiss Destroyer.
Destroyer.
Yeah. But I mean, my all-time favorite album is the Beatles' Revolver.
Revolver.
Yeah. But Kiss Destroyer is right there too.
Hell yeah. So that you were talking about, you started a band when you were a kid. Do you remember the name of that first band?
Yeah, so we got a show at a school sock hop, our first show, and so we didn't know what to call ourselves, and they wanted to know our name, and so I don't know if you guys ever watched the Flintstones.
Oh yeah.
Well, on the Flintstones one time there was this band called the Wayouts.
Yeah.
Well, they needed a name,
remember that.
and so I said, "We're called the Wayouts," and so we were the Wayouts for that show. So then we got another show at another thing, and we weren't going to be called the Wayouts. So they were like, "What's your name? We want to, we need to put up some flyers." And so we were all standing around there right in front of the guys putting on the show, and so nobody was saying anything. So once again, I said, we were in school, so I said, "We're the Schoolboys." So we're the Schoolboys. So that band only played 2 shows, but so we were 2 different names for the 2 different shows we played.
I appreciate that.
But I still have the set list for our very first show,
Are you serious?
I
That'd be
swear.
cool.
and it's
Was it etched in stone?
It is not. I still have the also the flyer.
Sorry.
So, back then you had the stencil art. You made your own little flyers with the stencils and everything. So
Yeah.
we did
Oh,
that, and we misspelled sock. We spelled it SOX. Maybe we're trying to be funny. I don't know.
Yeah, clever.
But so we played, out of the 10 songs we played, I think 4 of them were Ramones songs, 2 of them were Beatles songs, 1 was a Rolling Stone songs, 2 of them were Sex Pistols songs. That didn't go over very well in the 8th grade sock hop.
Yeah, probably not.
They weren't
So-
ready.
Yeah, they were not
No.
ready. They didn't know what
You were
they,
like,
they just didn't understand when you're sitting there singing No Feelings.
were you up there like, your kids are gonna love this?
Yeah,
Like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future?
Exactly.
yeah. And so I'm reminiscing. So me and the guitar player, which is one of my best friends, we went out and bought. The Knack was big at the time, so we went out and we bought button-up shirts and we bought skinny ties like the Knack. And then we set up with our t-shirts on, but then we wanted to go to a dressing room, so we went to the janitor's office, and that was our dressing room to change into our Knack outfits. I don't have any pictures of that, but I wish I did. But that was the beginning of all this madness.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
that's awesome. So when did you actually start writing music?
Well, I wrote a couple of songs back when I was in another band back in the 80s, but they weren't that great. I mean, we played them live, but I'd say that I didn't really start writing until probably the late 90s, which I wasn't even a band. It wasn't even I just was writing songs, just never really thinking that it was going to be played anywhere or anything.
I did the same thing.
Just, you're practicing guitar and then shit's just coming out and so you write it down. But I'd say that I really, really found my groove right before I did the first Machine Guns and Motorcycles EP is when I really hit home. It just started flowing. So I'm really lucky because songwriting can be hard, but it really flows pretty easily for me.
Nice.
Hell yeah. So how about did Kung Fu Overdrive come to be?
So Kung Fu Overdrive. So about 3 years before we actually became a band, I've known Steve Boyles for a long time. He's a local legend as well. He's played American Bombshell and Joined the Dead and a whole bunch of other bands that you guys have heard of.
Oh, yeah.
Him and I have been friends through John Zepps and for a long time. And so he's like, man, we should get a band together. I'm like, yeah, we should. So we recruited a couple other guys that we thought would work out and everything. But the problem was schedule wise for me and Steve being in two bands that were pretty popular, just wasn't working out for us. And that's when we came up with the name Kung Fu Overdrive. Was back then. I came up with Kung Fu something, and then Steve was like, well, why don't we call it Kung Fu Overdrive? So we both came up with the name, but nothing became of the first inclination. I think we only practiced once, and we just couldn't get, just didn't have enough time to get back together and stuff. And so it kind of just dropped off, but we always kept the name. Steve had saved it on Facebook so that somebody else couldn't steal it. And so it just laid there dormant for like 3 years. And then I asked him to play on one of the songs on the last Machine Guns and Motorcycles record. And so when I did that, he was like, hey man, we should get back to that Kung Fu Overdrive thing. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So our schedules worked out better then. And so he brought a couple of great guys with him and it just worked out, and it's been awesome.
All the stars aligned.
The stars did align. And at the time I was kind of, after I'd been with Machine Guns for 9 years, so I was kind of looking for something different, I'm the primary, I was the songwriter for Machine Guns. So I was wanting to write stuff for a different, format. And I was kind of looking to just challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. So I kind of put Machine Guns and Motorcycles on hiatus and went all in with Kung Fu Overdrive, and it's worked out really well. And so, yeah, I love Kung Fu Overdrive. It's been a great ride. It's been a blast. I've hit the band lottery twice. I'm super fucking lucky guy to have the kind of bands I've had and the kind of, success that both bands have had. We stay busy, and we can be very selective in what shows we play because, we know that we can get shows, and a lot of bands can't do that. So very, very lucky guy.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Want to lead whatever into these comments real quick. So Diane Setters sent some heart emojis over.
Hi, Diane.
And Lucy said, just dropping in. What's up, Lucy? Green hair don't care. Speaking of hair, look at everybody's amazing hair. Fuck all of you.
In this humid studio.
Yeah. See, y'all have hair and it stops to sweat. I'm bald, so I had to put a paper towel under my hats because bald people just sweat profusely. So, and then you want to take a shot at that name there, Jackie?
Aisel.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Aisel.
She's in the goth scene.
Freaking love it. In the what?
Goth scene.
Okay, cool. Right on. Hell
Big
yeah.
Souls.
And I think, what is it? They got a show coming up on the 9th?
Yes.
At Healer?
Yes.
Yeah. Can't remember the details. They're over here somewhere.
It's
but
a good lineup.
September 9th.
It's
Is
good
that
luck.
the second? No, that's first Saturday, right?
second.
It's
Saturday.
Nox Navacula and Palm Ghosts, which I really, really like.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the
I
Dead
kinda-
Souls Goth Lounge?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah,
the second
at Healer.
Saturday.
So we got black hair, green hair, blue hair, no hair. Oh man. But yeah. So when Jackie, when did you start doing the goth stuff? Or is it
I've always been in the goth scene back in the day when I hung out with Pierre and Matt Greenwood and Nancy, DJ Elida. I used to help flyer like back in the day when they'd have stuff at Broadripple. And then I kind of fell out of it for a while. I got married, I had a kid, the basic stuff. And the last couple years, I mean, I've gone to the one at White Rabbit Cabaret a couple times. But I was looking for old school goth music because that's kind of close to my heart. And somebody told me about Healer, and I love the venue and Dead Souls Gothic Lounge. It was like walking into the Mel, only goth, because the Mel is like everybody's whole away from home, and Healer is the same way. It's just I felt totally comfortable, and everybody was friendly and just very cool.
Yeah, I saw that they have to get rid of their RV park in the back.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of different kinds of music, which I love because you never know if you're going to see metal there or whatever. They had just a couple bad people kind of screwing it up for everybody else. They started tagging because they're in a strip mall. So they started tagging the neighbors' buildings in back because they have this really cool hangout place in back to smoke.
I just figured it's because people were fucking in them RVs. And believe me, when I saw that, I was like, I never got to fuck in one of those. Son of a bitch.
You missed out.
Missed out.
But
Bucket list
yeah,
is over.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
Still all the
So
cool
people
art
were doing
inside.
Yeah, they were
I don't
tagging
care.
and doing stupid stuff, and it's probably the same little, it's the same everywhere. There's always a little group of people that's like, dude, because we told Healer, it's like, tell us who it is, we'll fix it. We'll find him and go, dude, you're not doing that again.
I actually never even got to check out the RVs, to be honest with you.
Aw.
Every time I had played there or was there at all, it was always locked up.
Yeah, I never went inside. I didn't know you could.
Isn't that an under 21 club?
Well, it's an all ages because the bar's in a separate room,
Okay.
which is really cool because like my daughter's a goth kid, and sorry about that.
It's all good.
And so the first time I went to Healer, I took her with me. So, I could go grab a drink and walk around and whatnot, and she could hang out and listen to the bands too. And
I was just thinking I'd take my daughter there too.
I love that. I think it's cool. And the next generation needs some place to get used to the music and the scene. And
Yeah, I think right now we have Healer. We have, of course,
Black Circle.
oh yeah, Black Circle.
Circle.
But I was trying to think of the Colts place. What is it?
State
Hoosier
Street.
Down.
Oh,
Hoosier
okay.
Down.
Oh,
I was going to say
still around?
State.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Never
They
been there.
They still do
Been
shows.
by there, but I've never been in there.
Yeah. If you ever play a show there, good luck to you. It's a bunch of crazy kids. Like crazy. Yeah. Swinging from the Raptors type shit. Yeah.
Nice.
That's the older folk.
Yeah, that's
It-
why I was talking about
mm.
selective shows,
Yeah. Like anybody shot of whiskey? Anybody?
I'm in.
I'll have some.
I'm just passing around.
Pass it
I see
down.
you're drinking wine, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some Robert Mondavi.
That's the cheap shit. I'm a musician.
And if you're paying attention,
So I can drink out of the bottle.
yeah, of course.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
And if you're paying attention, the people of Benchmark, we are always drinking Benchmark on our show. Please sponsor our show and send us free bottles of booze.
Thank you.
We have a paid partnership now, too. So heads up, Benchmark. We will sponsor your ass with paid partnership. Meaning you send me booze and I'll put little advertisements on our shit. How about that?
That's a deal.
What? All right. Yeah, I just want to say. Although I would love to have a local brewery or a local whatever.
Oh yeah. What about Cosmetic Brewery?
Yeah,
The
anybody.
building with Lisa.
We can
Well-
we could dump Benchmark and
The-
go with local.
See,
The whiskey.
You just ask for just ask for backing from them, and then we could dump them.
Yeah. Well,
Now
they're not
you're not
gonna
gonna get-
they're not gonna send me booze, man.
You don't know.
Black Circle
Not now.
would, man. They have great whiskey.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I love that shit. Two of their whiskey and cokes from Black Circle.
Yeah.
Some good shit. It's like 100 proof, somewhere around there.
Whiskey.
I
And
always ask
bourbon,
them what
yeah.
proof it is. It's like somewhere between 95 and 105. I'm like, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. It tastes great. So.
It's illegal, so we're just gonna tell you it's 100 proof.
It, to me at the end of the day, like I like my whiskey with a deep burn. The more burn, the happier I am. So I don't know. I just when I was a kid, Wayne, I'm sure you know all about this. Like when I was a kid, I'm sure we all know all about this actually. It was hard to get booze, right? It was hard to get booze when you're under 20. Well, back then it was under 18 because showing age here. You just get what you can get, right? Well, I had a buddy that I would always hit up to buy me booze, and he got tired of doing it. So he's like, I have an idea. So I'm tired of having to do this all the time. So he started buying me bottles of 151.
Oh God.
And boy, I tell you what, that bottle would last me a month. And normally a bottle would last
explains
a
a lot.
party.
Yes. it
Yeah.
does.
So yeah, that's where the deep burn comes from. So yeah, like I would get a bottle of Bacardi 151 and One Shot Wonder, that's all you would need. And that shit would last me for like 4 to 6 weeks. So
Well, I'm a little bit older than you, Shep. So it was easy to get somebody to copy some booze back when I was under 21. But we didn't start out with the fucking hard shit, man. We were drinking Little Kings. We didn't even like
Little
beer,
Kings.
but we drink the Little Kings because you could drink a whole bottle of it because it was only like 6 or 7 ounces big.
Back
And
in
so-
1980.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
man. You keep calling them. Now I know why they call you Rude Girl.
Ah,
No, yes.
Don't say,
back
hey
in
now,
1980.
I'm from that same era. So
Mad prop.
Hey,
The OGs.
I've tattooed my
Oh, yeah.
birth age on my hand, so it's not like I'm trying to run away from it.
right off.
So,
Man, we got a lot of people commenting, man.
yeah.
Holy
Hello,
shit.
Natalie.
Look at
Hello,
all these.
Dana.
Look at all
Yep.
these. We got
Natalie.
Natalie chiming in. What up, Nat? We got Steve, Matt,
Steve's drinking coconut
Maslin.
rum and cola. Cheers,
Dana.
Steve.
What up, Dana?
Steve's
Oh, I'm
always
sorry.
drinking rum and cola.
Hello, Dana.
Oh no.
Had to Ghostbusters the shit out of that. We got Lori. What up, Lori? I was just reminiscing about 151 today. Oh, I bet that's
I
a
hope
good
that
story.
was- I hope it was a good story, not a bad one.
Look at Lucy. She's like drinking whiskey, snorting coke. That's what's up. Hell
What?
yeah. Oh,
I
that's
got you all beat. I used to drink Harry Buff.
Harry
back
Buff?
yeah,
What is
because
that?
Harry Buffalo.
Oh, the whiskey.
Oh.
Just no.
I was
Oh, yeah.
So like,
I know what you're talking
so
about
I
now.
was underage.
Like
My
a
dad
punk.
had a full liquor cabinet. My little sister was the lookout. You'd take a bottle and it'd be like, okay, anybody coming? You just pour a little bit of everything in there: vodka, tequila, whiskey, whatever. You ended up with this brown
Sounds like
mixture.
suicide.
Yes, you just end up with this brown mixture that you mix with Coke and
Well, I know you
down
had to
as
go
fast
to
as
some
you
Harry
can.
Buffalo parties where they just poured all that shit in
Oh
the bathtub.
yeah, up at Ball State.
Oh my!
I never went to college, but I sure hung out them.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
had
say
them
they
a
always
lot.
had the good parties, right?
Yeah.
If you get an apartment near the college campus, that's how you do
Exactly.
it.
Within
Then you're
crawling
good to go.
distance.
You don't have the student loans, but you got the college life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Catch the stragglers.
So was that your first beer ever? Like your first beer?
No, man. My
What was it?
grandma was fucking super awesome, and she used to drink PBR, and so she'd send me in to get her another beer, and she'd tell me, "You can have a sip on your way back if you want it." And so I'd be like 6 or 7 years old, and I'd go get my grandma another beer, and she wasn't an alcoholic. She'd just have 2 or 3 beers on a Saturday night, and so I'd go get her a beer, and I'd taste it a little bit, and I'd be like, "That's freaking nasty." And then she'd put a little bit of salt around it, and so then she's like, "Here, taste it now." And then I'd be like, "Oh, that's a little better, but it's still nasty." So no,
PBR.
PBR was my very first
Nice.
introduction to
With a pinch of salt.
alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Dull the bitterness.
So while we got all these people watching, hey, feel free to share this podcast with your friends, family, and worst enemies. Candace, what was your favorite beer? First beer, sorry.
First beer, the first beer that I ever liked was draft beer, Bud Light on draft. I had only originally had Natty Ice at room temperature,
Nice.
Horrible. Don't recommend.
Room
Natty
temperature.
ice.
Room temperature, cheap ass
Mm.
beer.
Hungover by the second beer.
Then when I was 18 and got into a bar somehow, I had my first Bud Light on draft. I was like, oh, now I get why people like beer. It's not so bad when it's not room temperature.
Gotcha.
That does change
It
things.
does help.
Yes, not
Jackie-
room temperature.
Jackie, do you remember your first beer?
Yeah. So my grandpa used to drink Miller High Life, and it
The
actually
champagne
I was
of
getting ready to say
beer.
that.
I know, right? And the funny thing is my dad was a beer snob, so my dad would drink Dos Equis, and my grandfather would just give him hell about it. It's like, why are you drinking that foreign stuff?
Damn.
Which I like both.
That
so-
damn foreign beer, what fancy shit from south of the border.
My first beer was motherfucking King Cobra. That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Somebody got me one of them nice 40 ounces.
You started out on the rough side.
Yeah.
My first,
That
my
explains a
actual
lot,
first,
Shep.
my
explains
actual,
a lot now.
brace yourself. My first actual drink was tequila,
Oh
Damn.
God.
and it was one of them bottles with the fancy little worms in the bottom, and I ate that
Oh,
bitch.
So that ain't
Oh.
tequila, that's mezcal.
But my first beer was King Cobra.
Was that your first drunk too?
That tequila, yeah, that was my first drunk for sure. I was
Yeah,
eating
the
like
worm.
one shot, and I was like, "Woo!" Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah. I think I was 14. Yeah,
Yes, go Tech, Michael.
look at
And yes, Greg, Little King's in the fridge.
so Diane. I believe it's pronounced Diane, or is it Deanne? I don't know. Said that dude smokes more than I do, and only when I'm at my desk. But to be honest, I don't smoke all the time. You know,
True.
I don't smoke when I sleep. I just,
So I was gonna say, I mean, you got a good 7 hours of not smoking.
yeah, for sure. Don't talk about college drinking and Jackie S. Humbert.
Uh-oh. Well,
What is that?
Was that Diane
No, that's
No.
Steve Mason.
Maslin?
he's calling you out.
Oh, Maslin. It's an L. Okay.
I don't know. Hey,
Michael Hughes said,
I can
"Stop
hold my
lying."
own. I mean, he's referring to a story. I went to Ball State before I partied at Ball State before I went there, and a bunch of football players went, "You can't out drink us. You're a girl." And I was like, "Bring it." So they bought the fifths. We each had a fifth.
Damn.
I finished mine.
Wow.
I puked for 3 days, but by God, the street cred was worth it.
That's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
that's pretty strong.
Impressive.
Natalie says you have beautiful hair, Jackie.
Oh, well, thank you, Matt.
What about me, Natalie? Damn. I'm the guest here.
Your hair is way prettier than mine.
Well,
For
thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
Like there's hey, what's up, Rico? Rick Edelson. That is Rico, right? I don't know.
Bartles and James wine coolers. Hell yeah, I did a lot of those
Oh
too,
God,
Teresa.
I remember those.
They were nasty, but you thought you were drinking something really, fancy back then.
Right.
Well, what was your
Right
first
on.
hangover booze?
That's
Oh.
easy. Tequila. They don't call it tequila for nothing.
Vodka was mine, and I still don't drink vodka to this day. And I was 18 when I drank
Oh,
when I got so sick on that
Mhm.
shit. And that was, like I said, I was over 40 years ago. I haven't drank vodka ever since.
Mine was Jäger.
Oh well,
Ugh.
I got sick on that really bad, too. I can't do that either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Cheb, do you have one that you can't drink anymore?
Oh yeah. It's one of the whiskeys. What's his name? It's not Jack.
Captain?
It's Jim.
Jim Beam.
No, I got a story behind that, but we'll save that one for later. It's a long one.
Playing in bands back in the 80s, everybody wanted to send up shots of Jack. So I've drank more. I've puked more
Yeah.
Jack than most people have drank Jack. So I'm telling you right now, I can't even smell Jack without getting queasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much how. Somebody actually tricked me. Like I didn't know they bought me a shot of Beam, and I took it, and as soon as I took it, I was like,
Oh.
Yeah. So
no.
I stick to wine now, and maybe some tequila once in a while, very rarely, but stick to wine. Maybe a Mexican beer at the Mexican restaurant, but that's about it.
So I want to remind everybody that this Saturday, at the Melody Inn.
Yep.
Is punk rock night, and Wayne's band Kung Fu Overdrive is playing with Hans Condor in Vice Tricks. If you have not seen Vice Tricks, they're from Kentucky. They're
Very
fucking
good.
dope as fuck.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
So the King is going to be in the house this weekend. Jeremy King
Yep.
with the crew, Verdi Vice, and I'm missing one person, but that's going to be dope. And if you haven't seen Hans Condor, they actually played a Chopped Liver show. It was gosh darn it, January 13th at State Street. Booked them with Sun. Who all played that fucking show? Gosh darn, Paint Job. It was Paint Job and Soy City Stranglers and another band. It's been Flyers right behind the run up. Paint Job. Now I'm just reading the poster, but they played at State Street earlier this year. They're fucking awesome. They're from Nashville, Tennessee. You got to check them out. If you didn't catch them the last time they're in town, they're going to be here this Saturday as well. But yeah, that shit, it's going down. I'll be there blinding people with my camera.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the Rolling Sixes dropped off. You know, those are our friends, and they're fucking rock and roll.
Fuck yeah,
all
they
the
are.
way.
Yeah.
We
I'm
just
looking
played. We
forward to
just
seeing
played in
them.
Decatur with Soy City Stranglers back in June, and that was a fucking show, man. That was an amazing show. And that the club felt a lot like this studio. No air conditioning, but it was still an amazing show. And
I like to keep it hot.
Yeah, Billy Fury and Beans Decatur and those boys are awesome guys. And so yeah, this show is going to be awesome still though, because you know, like you said, Jamie King and his girl and Vice Tricks always put on a great show.
Fuck yeah.
I haven't seen Hans Condor. They played. You guys did that show at the State Street the following weekend that we played at State Street back in January, and so I didn't make it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the show, and we actually are headlining, so we go on last. But yeah, it's going to be a great show. We're really looking forward to it. This is, I mean, you know, I've played the Melody Inn fucking 100 times, but this is the first time we've played at the Mel this year because we've been going all over the place. We've been out of state a lot. We've been playing at other clubs in town, and so this is going to be good to get back to the Mel for the first time this year.
Hell yeah. I am definitely looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it since it was announced, but I knew about the show a while ago.
Yeah,
I was like, well, that's a fucking date.
you got the back door in there.
Yeah, I got the back door in there for sure. Let's check out these comments real quick. Catch it back up. You too, but you do smoke. I know. God damn it.
They just dog you out.
I'm just
don't
waiting
they?
for my mom to chime in soon too. It's all good. Well, hello there. Corn hold y'all. Play ball. I need TP for my ball. And then Natty said hi to Candace.
Hello, Natalie.
And then Rico mentioned Anita Fest, which is going down next weekend in the middle of fucking BFE or AKA Danville, Indiana. There's like 20 fucking bands playing over 2 days, camping, alcohol, drugs. It's going to be fantastic. Come out. There's tons of bands. I mean, I can't list them all, but one of my bands is playing for sure. So check that out. That's Labor Day weekend out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Diane said, Jackie, drive him home like for show.
I don't know if she's talking about you or Wayne.
I am home. This is home. I mean,
Oh, it
not
must be
literally this
Wayne.
garage, but
I'm
He's
good.
not being that crazy. Come on.
I'm good.
He's drinking wine. He's good.
and then Lori said, I've been sick all week, but we'll be ready to rage by Saturday.
Sweet.
So
Yes.
Get your drugs in now. Get healthy. Get out. It's going to be a good one for sure. Party hard. Okay, Wayne, then. I don't know. My name's Bennett and I ain't in it.
Oh,
So what's the craziest show you ever played? Whatever fucking band, craziest show you ever played, Wayne? Let's hear it.
damn, dude. Now I gotta think about this.
Digging
one for a minute.
deep.
It's been I've played a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you. I mean, just because it's a recent one is the Decatur show we played with Soy City Stranglers. I mean, so you know we had never been to Decatur. We never played there before, and they invited us out. So we roll into the parking lot, and there's bikes everywhere. And this is early. I mean, this is like 3 hours before the 2 hours before the show's supposed to start. You know, we're there to load in, and there's all these fucking bikers in the parking lot. And I thought I was in the wrong place. I'm like, because I GPSed it, and we roll in, and it was like in a plaza. And so we roll in, and there's like bikers, and they're showing their colors big time. And there's like several biker clubs there, not just one. And I'm like, fuck, are we in the right place? So then I get out and I go in, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. So I've never seen so many heavily tattooed people outside of Hollywood, California in my life. Decatur's tattoo studios are fucking working overtime.
Hell yeah.
But no, it was a great show, and it was a pretty crazy show though, because you're like, man, this is, you never know what's going to happen, but the crowd was awesome. They were no trouble, no, everybody was just really there just to rock and roll and sweat like a motherfucker because it was hot as fuck in there. And
Were they drinking?
And they were drinking water.
Yeah, they were. Oh, just water.
No, they were not drinking.
They were
water.
chasing their whiskey with water.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
But
speaking of water, can you toss me one of my superhuman drinks?
Superhuman. The pink one.
pink one.
The pink.
Yeah,
superhuman.
it's my favorite color.
Done with the blue one.
All the puns intended. You could have thrown
I
it.
thought you were really going to toss it.
Yeah, me too. I would have been down. So while we've got a ton of people watching, actually, let's go ahead and so Wayne's playing this Saturday at Punk Rock Night with his band Kung Fu Overdrive. Let me put in my password on my fucking phone. And tonight, Wayne has blessed us with the first time ever you get to hear a song called
Big Trouble. But let me tell you this. We've played the song live, but this is the recorded version that no one has heard other than a very select few.
You want to hear something funny? Do you want to know what movie I had to choose between you? I was like, Back to the Future or this one? And I went with Back to the Future. But this was the movie I was going to give you, dude. And the name of the debut song is Big Trouble in Little China. I should have went with my fucking gut.
See, you always go with your
Here,
gut.
you get that one too.
Oh, I get two.
Oh.
God
I was gonna say,
damn it.
I'll arm wrestle.
How
you for
did I
that one.
fucking
Damn, I'm special. I get two videos.
son of a gun? So yeah, this track is called Big Trouble in Little China. And as soon as I get it pulled up, we're gonna go ahead and play it.
Sweet.
And we'll put the little advertisement on board here too. So here is, for the first time ever, Kung Fu Overdrive, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Exclusive sneak peek.
There was a problem playing the. Oh no! Yeah, that just happened.
Oh.
Here we go. We're good.
Big trouble in Little China from some cat named Open. I'm a trucker from North Carolina. I'm a street fighting man. They needed a green-eyed girl. Now they got two. Me and the boys are gearing up to go for the rescue. I know, you know what we gotta do. Let's go, stay low, keep your cool and true. Fighting all the bad guys going hand to hand. We gotta hurry up and take down the man. Big trouble, yeah. Three dudes had foamy hats coming down from the sky, shooting lightning bolts from their hands. I think I'm gonna die. Seen some crazy things I can't explain. Dragon, green ball flame. I know, you know what we gotta do. Let's go, stay low, keep it cool and true. Fighting on the back, I do it hand to hand. We gotta hurry up and take down the man. Big trouble. But the stories are true. This year is so jackpot. I'm telling you, I've seen some crazy things I can't explain. The hooded dragon and a green on flame. I know, you know what we gotta do. Let's go, stay low, keep it cool and true. Fighting on the back, there's no hand to hand. We gotta hurry up and take a minute. Everybody wants come from fighting. Big trouble and little China. So let's catch run fast as lightning. Big trouble and little China. Big trouble and little China. Big trouble.
Hell yeah, that was Big Trouble and Little China from Kung Fu Overdrive. That was dope, man.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you so
was.
much for letting us play that on the show for the first time.
Thank you for playing it.
Hell yeah, and hopefully we did get some direct messages saying that maybe there was something up with the sound.
The audio.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. On our end, it sounded fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I'm gonna have to give John Carpenter a songwriting credit because I used some of the words right out of the movie.
Oh,
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I liked the nod to the everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that guy a credit as well.
All right, there it is. Fucking A. Sorry, I'm just sitting here like I don't know what happened with the audio, but hopefully it turned out well for most people. So it could be Facebook, it could be whatever. I don't know.
Well, somebody comment and let us know what if it came through or not.
Wayne had the hiccups. Oh, okay.
What did Diane
Okay, it
say?
sounded like Wayne had the hiccups. I don't have the hiccups.
So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, commenting, and joining the show. We've got Wayne Griffith of Kung Fu Overdrive and also, of course, Machine Guns and Motorcycles. Candace Crawford of Rude Girl Baking and Jackie Humbert. Humbert? Did I say?
Humbert,
I
you
said-
said
I always. At least I didn't get the first name wrong. So
Every
Yeah.
time you say it, you're like, did I say it right?
yeah. I always worry that I say
Did
it
I do it?
wrong.
I answered to both. So
So we were talking about the craziest show you've ever played. Steve Boyle says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Steve? Wish you were here,
Wish you were here."
but you're at somewhere else.
Does anybody want a shot of whiskey? Jackie's
I
like,
do
"I'm
not.
good." Here we go. Toss it around.
yeah, don't throw it, please. Just saying.
There you go, brother. Thank you. So we were talking about the craziest show, which we referenced the show out in Decatur. Do you have a favorite show that you've ever played by chance? Like your all-time, like maybe you got to play it with one of your heroes, or maybe you got to, just one of those badass motherfucking shows,
Well, again,
All
Ralph.
his bandmates are heroes.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Amen.
no, I mean, there's the Faster Pussycat show we were talking about earlier. That was a really fun show. That was an awesome show. That was a lot of fun. But I mean, we've opened up with both my bands. I've been able to open up for, I've opened up for a fucking Ramon. So that was pretty cool. I mean, even though he was only a Ramon for a short period of time, he's still
That counts.
a Ramon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And no, I've opened up for some other bands that I've had, high respect for, that I've never thought I would be getting to play with, so no, it's been a great freaking ride. I mean, I didn't even get back into music until I was 48 years old. So to be able to have the shows that I've played and the things that I've been able to do, it's been like Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
That's so inspiring, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are like, I can't do it. I've passed my time, but it's never too
It's
late.
not.
No.
And that's why, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. I thought that was me. I thought it was past my time and I was never going to do it again. And then a big event happened to me in my life, which made me change my way of thinking. And so I'm here to tell anybody, don't ever stop believing.
Amen.
Now hit the fucking Journey song.
Don't stop believing. There's some talk about doing karaoke after this too.
Yeah, that is one of the most frequently karaoke songs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. And there is plenty of places to do karaoke. So just throwing that out there. By the way, Stacy said, "Tell Wayne I will serve you all your shots."
Thank you, Stacy.
And then Natty said, "Wish you did this on the weekends and I could drink more." And I've got great news for you, Natty. We do a podcast every Sunday. We just don't call it Midweek Crisis. We call it Hair of the Dog.
But every night can be Friday night if you want it to be. Nighty.
Absolutely.
As long as you call
Exactly.
out the next
Just
day.
don't stop believing.
That's right.
I'm probably gonna say that like 5 more times before the show's over. But
Halloweener, yes, you're right. You are never too old to create and to rock. I'm proof of that.
hell yeah, amen. But yeah, check out our shows on Sunday. We do the exact same thing, except it's just not Midweek Crisis. It's Hair of the Dog.
Hair of the dog, because
Yeah.
it's a Sunday and you're
Wayne, you want to take a wild guess
hungover.
why this is called Midweek Crisis?
well, it is a midweek and you're going through a midlife crisis instead. It's a
Bam.
midweek crisis.
It's a play on words.
Hey.
Because I'm almost 40 years old and I started a podcast up again. So that's kind of like
Never
the
too
reference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Living our dreams out here.
And then
Right.
and then
she's baking delicious items. You started a podcast. I'm still playing in bands, and you're still out at goth clubs.
Yep.
So
gothing it up.
gothing
Yeah.
it up.
You want to take a wild guess why it's called Hair of the Dog?
Because it's Hangover Sunday.
That's right.
Yep.
Because every Saturday at the Melody Inn is Shep getting drunk at punk rock night. And I'm hungover on Sundays. So every time I take a sippy sip of licky liquor, I am pretty much feeding the hair of the dog. So that's why I call it Hair of the Dog. Originally, it was called Mixed Nuts because I was supposed to have a bunch of mixed nuts
I
on the
remember
show.
that.
But Hair of the Dog just seemed
Got a
more
little too
appropriate.
nutty.
Yeah, a little too nutty. Like immediately as I started doing it, I was like, I should have called this Hair of the Dog because I'm just way too fucking hungover for this.
Never too late to change your mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but not Labor Day. No, Labor Day is karaoke at the Melody Inn.
Well, she's saying if she comes that Sunday, then she can drink. She doesn't work that Monday.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then come out to karaoke at the Melody Inn.
That's
I
what's
host karaoke every first Monday of the month at the Mel.
The
So
Does it
last
be a
one
cookout?
looked fun.
it was fantastic.
It really was.
Watching.
Yeah.
What the hell? Can't think of its name.
Let's see who was all. We pretty much had every first.
Bill
the-
Levin.
yeah, Bill
Watching
Levin.
Bill Levin out
All
there. and
the
his-
whole First Church of Cannabis crew was there.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all motherfuckers, y'all rule. They're actually in church right now. Literally right now, they're doing their stream right now as we're doing ours. So, yeah, if you're not at church, thanks for hanging out at what used to be Horde Church, but that's
You
an
know,
overhead.
Bill's in the Machine Guns and Motorcycles video, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
he
yeah.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
We only did one official music video, and he's in it. He's a major player in it.
I
I'll
wanted to
scoop
be
that
in it. Damn it.
You weren't even there.
I was invited, but I couldn't go. I had to work.
Oh, you were
I was
delivering
slinging
those pizzas.
That's right. I was slinging dough.
Fuck.
Slinging dough, selling pizzas, having fun.
But we should talk about Shep here was one of the primary photographers for the first Kung Fu Overdrive official video.
That's right. Yeah, I helped Rich Barker shoot video for that. Yeah.
You were one of the main photographers for that.
That's right.
You
Mhm.
should play that.
The video?
Yeah, it's your work.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can
Good idea.
That is a good idea.
So there is going to be a cookout on Labor Day for that first first karaoke. Cannot confirm if there will be weenies there though.
I cannot confirm there will be weenies. Hold on. Give me a second here. It's gonna take me a second.
Dudes, watch out. You don't know if the weenies are.
Do you think I can bring veggie burgers?
There you go.
I think you could. I
Food.
think you should.
Overdrive.
And not tell anybody and see if they even I mean, like,
Yeah.
I
And
say
if
those
anyone,
are pretty tasty. So.
they'll be going on and on about how good these burgers are, and then you say, "Yeah, well,
by the
there's not
way-
any meat in it."
Oh, it actually started right on cue. I was like waiting for that commercial. So I'm actually playing this on YouTube. Here we go. Ready?
This is Rich Barker and Jonathan Shep's work.
Hi Karate presents Kung Fu Overdrive in Fists of Fury.
So I just had a thought. We should probably do the actual video.
We were talking about honoring your work.
Yeah. I'm like, we'll play the song here. I'll fucking pull up the YouTube. Jesus. And I'll share the video. Hold on.
It's all
Sorry.
right. It's okay.
Drinking and
you're doing a great job, Shep.
drinking and now watch. It's actually gonna do the oh, come on. It's the same. Okay, never mind. I see. What's Fury? Just killing time here. All right, so let's go present. Share screen. I know. It's always telling it. All right, here we go. Let's see if it does it.
Hi Karate presents Kung Fu Overdrive
There we
in
go.
Fists of Fury.
Hey, you looking for a fight? I've got nothing to do on a Saturday night. You didn't heed the warning. Now you're gonna feel it in the morning. With the knapsack on my back, I'm on my way. Like a train speeding down the tracks, I'm in a hurry. Gotta put away the past, it's a brand new day. No need to run, no need to worry. We'll bring the fist of fury. me to the promised land to learn the ways of the ancient clan. Time is only gonna tell if we go to heaven or to hell. With the knapsack on my back, I'm on my way. Like a train speeding down the tracks, I'm in a hurry. Gotta put away the past, it's a brand new day. No need to run, no need to worry. We'll bring the fist to fury. Hey, you looking for a fight? I've got nothing to do on a Saturday night. You didn't heed the warning. Now you're gonna feel it in the morning. With the knapsack on my back, I'm on my way. Like a train speeding down the tracks, I'm in a hurry. Gotta put away the past, it's a brand new day. No need to run, no need to worry. We'll bring the fist to fury. We're bringing the fist. We're bringing the fist. We're bringing the fist. We're bringing the fist.
Hell yeah. That was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was.
And we lost Candace. Oh,
Rip.
Candace, where'd you go?
Oh no.
Oh,
Where am
no. Candace got canceled.
You're canceled.
Oh.
Okay, it's still doing it. I don't know what. I thought I killed it, but I guess not. Oh well. All right. There goes our copyright infringement for the night. Give me just a second, and we will. Wayne, why don't you tell us what's going on this Saturday at the Melody Inn?
First, I want to tell Lucy Nuff, thank you for your nice comment. So, the Melody Inn this Saturday. It's a full-on rock and roll show. It's 100% authentic. I think Hans Condor goes on first, and I haven't seen him, but I've heard a lot of great things about them. They are, they're from Nashville, so they're good. So they're supposed to be the real deal. Vice Tricks, I know they're incredible. They're psychobilly, just throw it down, and so you're gonna really like them. They never disappoint when they play live. And then we're gonna come on and we're gonna do our thing, and we always put on a good show. And I guarantee you will not leave a Kung Fu Overdrive show without at least one of our songs stuck in your head. Is that right, Jackie? You've been to a few of our shows.
Yeah. You guys,
You always walk out with at least one of our songs in your head, right?
Oh yeah.
Do we put on a good show or not?
You put on a great show.
Thank you. We try.
Strike killer. Now that we have all the cameras back in order.
I was a filler in for the audio technical difficulties.
Thanks, Wayne. You crushed it.
Thank you.
Yes, it tells you anything. I'm coming Saturday, whether anybody comes with me or not. So
Well, I appreciate that. You always support local music, and so that's awesome because a lot of people think that being in a band is easy. It is not easy, especially an all original band. I mean, we have to give it everything we got. We have to constantly promote. We have to try to pull people out to come and see you. And that's not just us. That's even bands above our range. I mean, like, even Buck Cherry level bands. It's a constant fucking fight. It's because everybody's a fucking Swiftie now or a Beyonce fucking drone, I mean, or even worse, they're all going to see cover bands instead of original music, and that's okay. You do you. That's cool, but we'll do us, and so we're putting our heart out there on the line every day, and we're doing what we do and pounding the pavement. So when people like you and this guy who is instrumental in the local music scene, it's why we do this. It's why I still go out and do this at my age, because without you guys, what's the fucking point? So
Oh yeah, brother.
Anyway, that's
well, without you and your awesome fucking music, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give us our purpose of coming out and enjoying a fucking badass night of music and fucking rock and roll.
Well, I appreciate that.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's why we try to give in every band
Cheers.
I've ever been in. I try to give you the best show I can give you.
Hell yeah, brother. And you always do.
Thank you.
Come on, man. I remember the first time I saw your band, you know what I mean? So it was very memorable. It was a fucking fantastic night.
There's been a few nights where you've come up and hugged me after a show and told me you love me. So
I said, man, you'll get him next time. And by the way, guys,
I don't remember that.
I know, I'm joking. If I ever say that to you, if you ever walk off stage and I say, you'll get him next time, that's basically me saying, like, you fucking killed it. Because, obviously, you know what I mean? So, but I'm sure I've said that to you, bud.
Jackie Diane says she'll go with you.
Oh, yes, girl.
And thank you, Rocker Garage, for your awesome
I'm going to start catching rides with Jackie.
Thank you, Lev Kramer. Respect. KFO rocks. Thank you.
Let's roll through these comments real quick.
Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate you so much. You know I do.
Million. Yes, Natty, you are more than welcome here anytime. You want to make that fucking hole, hang out and drink? Go. Bring the partner too. Love to meet him.
DJ Gomez.
He's awesome.
Love veggie burgers. Sure you do. That's a great idea. Let's storm the garage and all crash the podcast on Labor Day weekend. Let's go. Fuck it. I don't have enough mics, but yeah, let's do it. I don't give a fuck. Let's roll. Yeah, we don't need to see that comment. Lucy now said that was awesome, referencing your video.
Thank you, Lucy.
And then you're welcome. And then Jackie, I'll go with you. Always rocking
Rocker Garage.
Rocking shows. Rocker Garage.
Good friend of mine.
Right on. KFO Rocks Live. Yes, they do.
Yes.
And then Stacy said, great interview. Well, thanks, Stacy. Hell yeah. What else should we talk about, Wayne? Do you want to talk about drugs? Have you ever done acid on stage?
Oh, man.
I have never done acid on stage, but I have done a lot of acid
On
after stage.
Yeah.
But that was in the 80s. That would kill me now.
Tell us your best LSD experience.
Well,
By the way, this show is rated MA for your ma. No, this is definitely for mature audiences only. We're going to go ahead and pop that in the corner right now just to remind everybody at home or wherever you're watching the show that this content is most definitely not for children. So if you are under the age of 18 or maybe even 21, steer clear because we are about to get into some heavy shit. Wayne?
oh, back to my LSD story, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's been many, but I'll give you a one.
All right.
So it was a day of drinking at the track for not qualification or anything, but like, you know, back in the day when you could just go to the track during the week and watch them drive around the track.
And just for
And
the,
just this was when the snake pit was still going on.
this is
Yeah.
to reference for the people that are not from Indy. You're speaking of the Indy 500 track, right?
I am sorry.
Is there, what do they call that place?
The Indianapolis 500 Motor Speedway.
There it is, Motor
Motor
Speedway.
Speedway.
Yeah.
So
Excuse
Yeah.
my ignorance.
So back in the day when the snake pit was a literal snake pit of debauchery,
Harder.
and we were drinking, and so one of my friends was like, "Hey, I got a good idea. I have a birthday party I have to go to later. Let's pick up some LSD on the way." And so we're like, "That sounds like an awesome idea."
Brilliant.
So brilliant. So we did.
Fuck yeah,
So
you
we
did.
picked up some LSD. Woo! We popped that shit in after
Hey.
drinking all day out in the hot sun.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Good
We
luck.
got to the birthday party.
Was
and
it a
it's-
children's birthday party?
It was not, thank God.
Thank God.
It was back then. It was like for somebody like old, they were like 40 or something. And so, so
Oh man.
so we drink some more. We're starting the fucking trip,
Oh,
and then we decide, hey, it's time to go cruise the fucking strip on the Madison Avenue. Back when the Madison Avenue was a cruising spot, so we did that, and I was the driver, so we roll up. I don't know how I parked, but get out of the car. We don't even open the doors. We just climb out of the windows because that seemed like the smart thing to do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still drinking beers as well, and we're tripping like hard now. And so we just throw the empty beer bottles in the Steak and Shake parking lot and just start carrying, raising hell. Well, anyway, we end up meeting some girls. We go back to their house. Well, they lived with their parents, so they're like, "You guys got to be quiet." So it was just at this point, it was just me and my best friend. And so she's like, "You got to be quiet. My parents are asleep." So she's like, "I'm going to go in and change my clothes, and then we're going to leave again." And we're like, "Okay." So me and my best friend Greg, we're standing in the living room, and we're looking at this bird in this cage, and we're talking to this bird, and we're like, "Hey, birdie, birdie, birdie," and this motherfucker is just standing still as fuck, dude. I mean, like still as fuck. So we're like, "Man, what's going on with this damn bird?" Well, girl comes out of her room and comes into the living room, and she's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're talking to your bird. We're trying to get your bird to talk." She's like, "That's a stuffed animal, you idiot."
That's fucking awesome.
We busted out laughing so loud. She's like, "Oh, you guys got to go. You got to go." So she did not go with us. She's like, "You got to get out now." So that's just one LSD story.
Hell yeah. What about you, Jackie? Do you have a good LSD story?
I have never done LSD.
No shit. What about shrooms?
Oh yeah, I've shrooms. Shrooms were. It's a good thing shrooms were expensive because, like back in my Ball State days, my roommates were all rich, and they were like, "Yeah, here, take this," and I was like, "This is freaking awesome, man! It's just like having a buzz from drinking, except that you don't have the slurred speech and the blurred vision and everything." What the assholes did not tell me was that, especially if you're a girl, it's residual, like it lives in your fat, like THC does. So you get flashbacks a couple days later. I'm sitting in a chemistry class going,
Some of that afterglow.
"Oh yeah." And my prof was like, "Is there a problem?" "No, I'm good." He's like, "You need to leave." Okay. I left everything, left my purse, everything, just walked out. I'm wandering around campus. Later I got home. I'm like yelling at my roommates because, "You assholes, why didn't you tell me?" Because I had no clue.
Damn.
What about you, Shep?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I did a show out at God damn it, Riot Room in Newcastle,
Yeah.
Marlowe's,
Yeah.
and I dropped probably what's equal to 4 hits of acid, about 4 hits of acid, and played a set out there with Tight Like a Tiger, and
No.
had a killer show and fucking trip balls. It was really dope. It was really dope. Yeah, it was
Do you
super
think
fun.
you played really good?
Oh, there's video. I played really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, drugs enhance my ability.
Your ability?
So,
Okay.
yeah. I have the
drugs
cool.
would not enhance my ability.
the super focus. Well, pot, no, not pot. Pot fucking destroys my abilities. I'll be in the middle of a song, like, and I'll be like on Jupiter, right?
Yeah.
Like chilling, and then I'll come back and I'll be like, wait, oh shit, I'm playing a show. You know what I mean? Like, what song are we playing? And I'll just, pod just destroys my abilities. I can't
Yeah.
even talk right. Like,
Yeah.
I basically don't even, I don't smoke pot really. I do here and there, you know, like when in Rome, whatever, but it's kind of like Coke, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do cocaine unless I'm in Rome, you know? So, you know, it just, I don't know. But pot specifically, it just destroys my ability. So,
I get that.
I haven't
Yeah.
smoked pot in many, many years.
yeah.
I have that problem too.
I turned into Jim Brewer from Half Baked. So, it's not good. It's not good.
Oh, so
But, hell yeah. So, you never done the sit on stage, huh?
Never did the sit on stage.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, drugs aren't for everybody, by the way.
Drugs are bad.
Just say no.
Just say
Okay.
no. Unless you're like in college, then maybe consider it.
Oh, Lucy's allergic. Oh, and Jeanette, you're right. Those veggie corn dogs are the shit for morning.
Pixie said, I disagree, Chef. You're being better at being stoned. Thanks, Pix. Thanks for noticing. I am, you know, I guess it is a tolerance thing. I just quit smoking like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. So I used to smoke every day.
Smoking
Probably
pot,
for like,
not cigarettes.
oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say after you
Right.
take a big
is your
puff.
mic? Sounds like with your mic. I can't
Something
hear.
up. Can
Uh,
you hear me now?
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have to be in front of
Hey,
my
oh,
face.
shit, I
not
thought I was in a
behind it.
Verizon
Yeah.
commercial for a minute there. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Good.
Good.
Jinx. I don't know who said it. Candace.
Did it.
Just say yes to Kung Fu Overdrive. Amen. Who, by the way, is playing this Saturday at the Melody Inn Punk Rock Night with Hans Condor and Vice Tricks from Kentucky. Hans Condor from Nashville. Come out. It's going to be a fucking blast. Gotta keep dropping that because, you know, people are in and out.
As you
So,
should.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, just keep on
47 times.
keep
at
on
least.
dropping that. And then actually, don't you have something going on this weekend, Candace?
The Feast of Lanterns.
The Feast of Lanterns.
From 4 p.m. to 11 at Spades Park.
Sounds so hardcore.
It is. It's really cool. Whenever it gets to dusk, they have a countdown and light all the lanterns, and there's like 1,000 lanterns that light all at once.
I've always wanted to go to that because I
That's
know all
cool.
about it, and
Yeah.
everybody hangs lanterns on their porch
yeah,
and everything.
in all the areas.
Yeah,
all the
I've
neighborhoods.
always wanted to do that.
Hell yeah. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
You're gonna be busy this
I know.
Saturday.
Yes. So, Marion County Police Department, we're letting you know now that you're going to get a ton of phone calls for UFO sightings this weekend due to the Feast of Lanterns at Spades Park off Brookside from 4 to 11 p.m.
I grew up over there.
That's so cool.
Brookside Park was remember the show I was telling you guys about where we were the schoolboys?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brookside Community Center was the second show I ever played at.
In your
Oh,
cover
cool.
band.
Yeah. No, we were we were a cover band. Yes. We were
See,
we were 14 years old. We weren't writing songs yet.
some bands start out at cover bands.
First,
yeah.
first band I was ever in, we did Nirvana covers. We did a Beatles cover.
Which one?
It was the which hold on, the Gently one, the Gently fucking playing my guitar or something. I can't fucking
Oh, wow.
While my guitar
Gently weeps. Yeah.
I was like the gently one.
What's your favorite
Something about
Beatles song?
My
Ooh.
favorite Beatles song. You thought you got me on this one. I got it.
Ah,
She said,
right on,
off the Revolver album.
Candace.
That's
I'm gonna get everybody on
hard.
this one.
I don't know. I really like the Hold Your Hand song.
I wanna hold your hand.
It's cheesy, but happy.
Not cheesy.
That's some pop
that
fucking,
fucking-
royalty
That
right
song
there.
It is pop royalty. It changed the world.
The Beatles are the original pop band.
They are. I
That's
mean,
true.
more
More popular than Jesus.
Hey,
and it caused an outrage.
more popular than
Yeah.
Oasis. What?
Now, if you ever read any like biographies about the Beatles, it was insane
Yeah.
how big, how huge they were.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there wasn't Stones, The Who, none of those bands. They were big, but they weren't even in the same fucking room as the Beatles.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Back in the USSR was a direct shot at Brian Wilson and the United States of America.
It actually, Brian Wilson told Paul McCartney to write a song about Russia.
No shit.
No shit.
I always just figured that was their way of talking shit.
Well,
Like,
they were
fuck
competing.
you for banning us.
They were competing with each other because when Revolver came out,
Oh,
Brian
yeah.
Wilson was like fucking. That was the greatest fucking record ever. So then he wrote Pet Sounds in
Mhm.
response to
Yeah.
Revolver. So then the Beatles wrote Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in response to Pet Sounds. So the Beatles weren't competing with the
I just
Stones.
thought it was-
They were competing with the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a competition to who could do the most drugs.
Well, that was going on too.
Yeah. What about you?
Side quest.
Yeah, side quest. Who's gonna do the most LSD? Or hang out with Charles Manson the most. My bad. That's-
Too soon. Too soon.
Bad.
You here all week?
I'll be here all yeah. Well, not all week, but what about you, Jackie? What's your favorite Beatles song?
Got all of them, but Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds reminds me of my oldest sister.
Reminds you of you doing the LSD.
Yeah, that I didn't do.
kidding.
Yeah. No, my oldest sister was a 60s hippie. She was 10 years older than me. So you were talking about first albums. The first album I owned, she gave me an album of Vanilla Fudge. If that's a blast from the past.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the Beatles. I recently had to educate my 17, soon to be 18-year-old daughter because I was like, God, I failed as a parent. She doesn't really know who the Beatles are. It's like, okay, sit down.
Mhm. For me, so it's another reference to the Jesus thing. My favorite of all time is the Ballad of John and Yoko. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me.
Yep. Great lyrics.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Awesome lyrics.
I
Not
love-
one of my favorite
love that
songs,
song.
but great lyrics. And yes, Wayne Burt's "Day in the Life" is one of the greatest songs ever fucking written.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed so many comments once again.
Yes. Well.
Like Taylor Swift level popular.
The original Swifties.
Yes.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Oh, Wayne and his caps lock and his misspelling. By the way, happy belated birthday, Wayne. Last Wednesday was his birthday, and I totally space wishing him a happy birthday on the podcast. So happy belated birthday, Wayne. Love you, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah. Happy birthday.
He did another one of those live paintings like over my
Is that yours?
yeah. That's Wayne. Yeah, he our 1 year anniversary for this show. He came and did a live painting on the podcast. So
Happy
That's cool.
birthday
and he
to
just did one at the
you.
Clash Bash on Saturday. So
Very cool.
And hey, Wayne, I just wrote a comic book. I need you to illustrate it.
that'd be cool. We actually have one of his coloring books too. It's right there
The historic melody one.
on the shelf. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Craig Chaos is in there.
It's adorable.
Smoke weed. I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if he wasn't watching, but he hasn't commented. He usually comments quite a bit. So, but you can check out Craig Chaos tomorrow night on the Punk Rock live feed, pre whatever show that they do on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually Greg, Craig, and Riach. So
Yeah.
Hey.
Craig is usually in the bathroom, not pooping or biting.
Yeah, never.
Not on the live feed, at
He's
least.
never doing that.
Never. But he's probably drinking vodka and smoking weed.
Well, at least he is consistent.
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Oh, Wayne. Wayne's gonna make a new coloring book. It's gonna be the girls of punk rock.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
I guess I'm not going to be in that one.
1 million bathroom shots.
Oh yeah, just bathroom.
Just bathroom shots.
You only need red for this coloring book, ladies.
Exactly.
Anybody want a shot of whiskey? No.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jackie,
I'm good.
Right
I
on.
gotta drive my kids somewhere later, so
Mm,
Right on. Where are you going?
that sucks.
to my office to print off some stuff for because I have a color printer there that's better than my one at home to print something off for her assignment at school.
So sweet.
So where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about Drugs.
Drugs.
We were talking about the Beatles.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just digressing back to the OG conversation. My phone keeps telling me there are more comments. It's nice having my phone. Normally my phone's being used, but not tonight. So it's so fucking hot in here, isn't it?
I think it's
It's hot.
possibly the same temperature outside at this point.
Shall we open the door?
I would recommend it.
Call it the House of Flies?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I work outside. This is like just what I've been dealing with all day.
I'll go and crack that door real quick.
So anybody who is watching and doesn't live here, it's 108 degrees heat index today.
108
In
degrees.
studio.
No, it was 108 outside heat index
I will-
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tomorrow it's going to be even hotter.
110 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Oh,
I know. I don't do heat.
I have to work on the line tomorrow and definitely underneath a vent that pulls in a bunch of outside air to the end.
Oh.
But it's a fan, so at least it's moving air.
Yeah, at least it's better than. Well, I'm not going to say it, but better than this.
Stagnant air.
All right, we got the fan going.
So, Shep, I'm going to turn the mic around and ask you a question. How long have you been a part of PRN? How long have you
Officially 2016 officially. But I did do photos family. Like I was the part of the family of Punk Rock Night for about 2 years before that.
been? Okay.
Alan Armstrong was the photographer before me, and he basically put me under his wing, and Rich as well, and kind of learned the ropes. And 2016 is when I became an official.
Yeah, I remember him.
Was it? It was never mind. It was 2015. My bad.
Yeah.
It was actually about the time I started doing podcasts.
Okay.
So yeah. So 8 years,
All right.
going on 9. But unofficially for about 10 years.
So
Cool.
I have been like really cherishing this second stage of this music career that I have.
Hell yeah.
So I've kept a journal from day one of all my music stuff. So I don't know off the top of my head, but I have every show that I've ever played written down and the dates and the bands I played with.
That is fucking dope.
Cool.
And so
Wow.
I know that my first PRN show had to have been like 2013, early 2013. So I've been playing the mill for
10 years. Hell yeah. I would bet money that I was there. I was
You probably were.
I was really heavy. Like, okay, so actually if you look at that award right there, look at the year on that award. 2013 faithful fan, Hutch fan. So that pretty much guarantees I was there.
Well, that's the first year that Machine Guns and Motorcycles won Best Local Rock Band. So
Yep.
Aw,
I was there. Yeah, we won an award the same night, bro.
that's so
Hell
sweet.
yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I was just, dude, and that's the thing is I wasn't just at Punk Rock and I was like all over the fucking place. I was at fucking Fifth Quarter. I was at what's that place over? The fucking
Yeah,
cicadas are taking over.
I was surprised when you said you were at the Bill Street show because
Oh yeah.
I didn't think you would have been at that show, but
So back then I was making a zine. It's actually above Jackie. We'll go full frame real quick.
I remember Sticks and Stones.
Yep, Sticks and Stones. So I was like all over the fucking place back then. Not just at Punk Rock Night, but I was pretty much
Nice.
everywhere. But yeah, that was my that was kind of my heyday when I really started going out to
That's
tons of
cool.
shows, and eventually I stopped. So Nick Jordan, aka Lazy Boy, and I started
remember
that
Nick.
started that zine back in the day. And then when we stopped doing that, this one I started doing the Chopped Liver zine, which you can't really see them, but I actually have the first one ever right here with the beautiful Dustin Parks of Giraffes Eating Lions.
Oh yeah,
It's actually the first one. It fits right in your pocket.
and it's got a Domino's.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you actually have the second one too, which features we lost the camera.
Uh-oh.
God damn it, overheated. It's too hot in this garage.
Wow.
I'll get it fixed. Look how fucking zoomed in is in my face. Here, we'll get it fixed here in just a second.
You did some mentions of machine guns and motorcycles and sticks and stones back in the day.
I'm sorry.
You did a couple mentions of machine guns and motorcycles.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Here, we'll let me fix your camera real quick. Bless it. Jackie, tell us a story.
Now you get to be the filler for the audio
Oh
visual
God.
malfunction.
Tell us about the granny groupies.
The granny groupies. I don't even know that much about the granny groupies. I was dating a guy named Carl Arthur.
I know
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl lived upstairs
Yeah.
in Greg's house, and he's actually been friends with Diane for God ever in a lifetime. And she's the one that introduced me to the granny groupies, which is just a bunch of people my age, a little older than me, early 60s, that all went to high school together in Carmel, and they all dated musicians or like followed certain bands.
Yeah.
And they kind of adopted me, and I kind of ran around and partied with them for a while.
Life
and
goals.
yeah, they're really cool. They're lots of fun, and they're Tommy Baldwin
Yeah.
is Lisa's son, and
Aw,
an
really?
amazing.
He's such a good guitarist.
Oh my God, he's an amazing guitar player, and a great singer. And so we would
I don't
go
think
to
so.
his shows.
Is it on there?
It's
thinking
Thinking about it. I discovered Tommy Baldwin. Well, I didn't discover him. Someone was raving about him at State Street Pub and
Uh-huh.
like made me follow his Instagram that same night. He was like, "You don't understand. This person is so talented."
Yeah, it's really cool too because he's good friends with Doug Pinnick of King's X. He like lived out there with them, and tried to have a career out there and whatnot. And I'm like, that is so cool because I love King's X.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
love them.
Yeah, they're a
So,
great band.
So yeah.
Underrated band.
Oh God, one of the most underrated ever.
Absolutely. Even other celebrities say that.
Yeah,
Somebody just said that. I just read that the other day. Some celebrity rock star said something about King's X being underrated. I can't remember who said that, but somebody said that. So yeah, it's well known that they are very underrated.
Yeah, I just absolutely love King's X. So you get to be the camera stand now? Is that it? Yeah, I have all kinds of crazy stories from the Madhouse parties. Do you guys remember those at all?
Brenner's house?
Yeah,
Of
back in the
course.
day when punk rock night kind of started, and Nancy
Well, I wasn't back in that day because I was living out in California.
at the time.
Yeah. So I didn't move here until 2010. So I'm from here, but I didn't move back here until 2010. But I've heard about it. But I mean, I've been I've been at
some of
Madhouse, and I used to practice at the Madhouse with Ricky Rat
Yeah,
when I was his
Basement.
lead guitar player. We practiced at Brenner's house.
yeah. Just you were talking about crazy stories. So I had just gotten into the scene then, moved to Indy in 91. My friend Beth introduced me to Greg and everybody. They had a big old Madhouse party. And you remember DV?
Dehydrated vomit?
Dehydrated vomit.
I
Yeah.
do not remember.
So they were walking through the house and they were like, come on, show me your tits. They were taking pictures to put on their album cover. And their album cover was nothing but tits.
Yeah.
And they were like, come on, show me your tits. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And I said, because at the time I had a breast reduction, but I was like Aida. I was a triple G. I was huge. And so they were like, here, I'll give you $20. And I'm like, okay, $20. So, and it was, nobody's faces, but
Yeah.
I took so much shit for that because later when they put the album cover out, it was like, gee, I wonder which one I am. Everybody knew because I was like out to here. So I just thought that was funny.
Hey, at least you're on an album cover.
Part of me is on an album cover.
Legendary.
Okay,
Are we back?
we're back. Already.
Did it.
We're just switching corners here. I'll take the MA. Oh, ma. Did the button come through?
Oh,
yeah.
It did.
I was like hitting from across the room, blindsided. So yeah, now that I have the Fuck that phone, by the way. That's an iPhone 14, y'all. And that thing has been nothing but trouble. Like the phone that Jackie has, it's like 3 or 4 years old and it works like a champ. Brand new fucking iPhone. That's what they do, though. That's what they do. They sell lemons and shit.
Yeah.
It's like Kia, you know? No offense to Kia drivers, but some are good,
Allegedly.
some are bad. Most of them are bad. But
Technological advances right there. Going.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay, so we were talking about Errol, right? Errol cats.
Were we?
Dehydrated vomit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So your titties were on what?
On the album cover, their front album cover just said DV and it had all these pictures of boobs.
Okay.
And it was they just walked through the house and were like, dude, come on, hey, yeah. And they were taking pictures of it, you know, and it was just from here to here. It was everybody.
Wayne, have your titties ever been on the cover of a fucking album? Mine haven't.
Oh, come on.
Close.
Man,
Okay, there has to be a story behind that.
almost. Yeah.
Well, it had a vest on, but nothing underneath it. It's on
Ah,
the
well.
fucking cover of Welcome to the New Revolution. I mean, it's.
Hell yeah.
But no.
Anybody want some paper towels? I've got 3 rolls just in case. Jesus.
No, nobody ever asked me to show my tits to put on their record cover.
Show us your tits.
You know I'm going to
Jerome
yell
Coleman.
that at Saturday now.
Show us your tatas.
Well, you know, if it's as hot in there as it is in here, I will be taking my shirt off.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm a sweaty hot mess over here. Wow.
Yeah,
It
you
is-
guys couldn't see it, but for the first hour, me and Jackie both had an ice pack just on our bodies.
Hell
until
yeah.
it got no longer icy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot to that.
To icy.
To icy ice packs. Cheers. Our today's show is brought to you by Benchmark and
Robert Mondavi wine.
Robert Mondavi.
Fancy.
The best $9 wine you can buy.
Cheers.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Mm.
Have you tried Menage a Trois yet?
Yes, I have. and
I
you're
like
right.
their wine.
That's good.
I like their midnight. The
Dulce. Try the Dulce.
So-
I don't like sweet lime. I like
yeah,
really
yeah,
dark,
okay.
like really like
Yeah.
Jeanette knew.
Dry wine.
this room.
We'll run over these comments real quick. I'm trying not to.
Oh my God.
I'm trying not to burp. Why am I holding back?
I
I would,
lost my monitor. Can you turn that on?
I can.
But it's okay.
It could be.
Never
Oh,
mind.
I'll tell you what.
I
I
can
can
read
do
them
it.
over
I can do it. Hold on.
I can see him now.
Hold
I'm
on.
good.
Do it.
Oh, we're
I can
part
see it.
Jackie here. We'll switch. That way it covers my face and not yours. There you go. Hold on real quick. I'll fix it real fast. But comments. And then I'll fix it. That fucking cicadas. That's actually a cool idea. So lucky to have Shap and PR and Mel crew. Hell yeah.
Who's
Oh, I've heard the
Lucy?
legends. Show us your tits, please, guys. Do not show your tits. Meta will fucking have my ass if you show your tits.
Not if it's their boy tit.
Jeanette paid attention
I
to
don't
that
know.
ice pack, Candace.
I paid
She
attention to that.
caught it.
I say if women can't show their tits, then men shouldn't be allowed either. How about that?
I agree.
That's fair.
Equal tit opportunity. I paid attention to the ice pack, Candace. Oh. Wow. Oh, hell no. Oh, my comment got removed. Oh, Lucy just got hit with that 2-hour ban. What? We'll see you later, Luce. Green hair don't care.
What did she say?
Something about titties.
Oh,
Was it the show us your tits comment?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
We'll just unplug the charger. That's probably part of it. Outside of
Lucy's still here. She's not been banned.
Oh, good.
Green hair crew. Wild hair crew.
yeah. At heart, I have green hair. At heart, I have green hair. It's the Irish in me.
Shep would have green hair. if
Oh
he
yeah.
had hair.
When I had hair, it was green. I'll never forget the day there's some drunk lady at punk rock night, and I was walking outside to get Rich's attention for some whatever reason. Somebody needed him inside, and this chick stops me. She's like, "Hey, do you know that you're balding, right?" And I was like, I looked at her dead in the eye. I was like, "No way."
Shocker.
People are crazy. Oh, Lucy's still here. Give it time. Meta will catch up with you. I promise. They always do. They always do. They're coming for you, Luce. They're coming for you. Elite. We're in red. Why are we in red?
Uh-oh.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Did your titty comment put us in red? Is that what?
Oh,
Okay, no, we're good. We're
sorry.
good. We're good. It's gone.
I shouldn't have told that story.
No, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They let us do whatever the hell we want. So the only thing that they really ever give a shit about is the copyright shit, but they don't really fuck with me on that because I do that silly blue check mark thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah. anybody that gives me shit, I'm like, yeah, well, guess who doesn't have to deal with fucking copyright infringement? Fuck you, Warner Brothers. Suck it.
FFC is coming down on you.
Yeah, they don't fuck with me. They fuck with punk rock night a lot, but they don't fuck with me.
They do.
Just fill out that fucking I-9 or that fucking whatever form, and they just pretty much let you run amok. So
Wow.
So we typically cover drugs, sex. You got any good ones? You ever get a blowjob on stage, Wayne?
Not on stage.
Not on stage, not yet.
Not on stage.
There's always Saturday.
That's so 2001, Shep.
Yeah, is it really? Is that some Kid Rock shit? Getting hit with bottles on stage and getting blowjobs. Anyways, yeah, we'll skip this sex shit, man. But nobody. Who wants to talk about sex?
We talked about this.
We just literally talked about titties, but whatever.
Right.
We talked about the snake pit. That was a debauch. That was truly a snake pit. So everything that you could possibly imagine that could happen there happened.
You know what? When I was in college, the first time at Ivy Tech, my friend Jenny, her stepdad had a big ass RV.
Jenny Bledsoe?
No.
Oh.
No. Jenny Gadsvoda.
Oh.
Shout out Jenny B.
Shout out to Jenny B.
But so we partied and we spent the night in the RV, and in the morning I heard this knock on the door. Open the door, there's all these naked people. And this totally naked dude is like, "Hey man, like our frisbees on your roof. Can we climb up there?" Go for it.
Let me get my camera first.
Yeah, and there was just tons of naked people playing frisbee.
Did they invite you in to drink some Kool-Aid and follow their agenda?
No, we were a little hungover. Actually, I was the one that answered the door because everybody else was like, "Leave me alone."
I didn't know if Jim Jones was here before he went to fucking.
It's true. His
I didn't
people's
know.
church still exists here.
Yeah.
Lay off my Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. So working for said pizza company for so long, I don't want to advertise for them.
Yeah. We all know.
I used to work at the Domino's right by. Son of a bitch. Hashtag you're canceled. Oh wow, that was so low. Anyways, yeah, I used to deliver to Butler, right? And one night I got a delivery. I got a bunch of deliveries out to Butler, and they were doing, what do they call that? The kids that they fucking do the
Rush.
Yeah. And I go out there and I get to this fucking house, and there is the entire property is covered with naked fucking people.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay,
So what you're saying is you were delivering pizzas to Caligula.
something like that. I don't know what that word means, but
Caligula?
yeah, Caligula. What?
It was the
Caligula.
Roman times. It was all about. It was like the
He had big orgies, big time.
yes.
Anyways, there's like a ton of fucking nakedness, and I get out of the car, and they all just rush me.
Pizza
Hut.
dude.
Pizza dude.
Oh my god.
And the tips that I was offered were phenomenal, but I'm a businessman, and I just delivered the pizza, got my money, and came back later. So
That
but-
was a sorority, not a
You,
fraternity.
you were a businessman first,
outside
and then
of
you
maybe
came
a
back
Kid
later
Rock
and got
show,
busy.
it was the most titties I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
That was a bad joke. But yeah, I've definitely experienced that more than a couple times because I've delivered to other colleges too. But
Yeah.
Did you ever deliver pizzas, Wayne?
I've never delivered pizzas, but I've had a lot of pizzas delivered.
Hey, same.
I mean, I'm like a college kid now at 59 years old. I still eat pizza like 4 times a fucking week.
Yeah,
Hell
God,
yeah.
God bless. College kid enthusiasm.
Yes.
Mhm.
You're up there with Craig Chaos.
I don't know why, but I'm over pizza. But I do eat it here and there.
Over
because of Domino's.
Uh-huh. I had one of those Lunchable pizzas.
I'm over
That's not a
lattes.
pizza.
Yeah, that's not real.
What? I made it and everything. I slaved.
Dude, I,
Yeah.
I
worked,
slaved putting that sauce and that cheese and the little pepperonis up on that bitch.
I worked with coffee enough that I'm over coffee.
I don't know.
Were you a
Sacrilege.
Oh,
did you work?
Barista?
Oh,
Oh,
you worked
no.
at Starbucks?
No, I did not, but I was a barista at other places. And man, am I over a latte. It's my chai season now. If you haven't had
Huh.
chai, it's delicious.
I like chai, but I love
It's
coffee.
almost
Really?
pumpkin spice season.
It is.
Hell yeah, dude. About to make so many pumpkin desserts, pumpkin cheesecake muffins. Again,
Did it get hotter in here when I opened the door?
I don't know. I think it's just hot.
Oh, fuck my life. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm donating fans. If I ever come here again, I'm donating fans.
Yeah. All right.
it's never been this hot in here.
No,
It's
this
just
is
the
by
fucking
far
heat
the
wave.
yeah.
But yes, please also donate.
This
fans.
is the sweatiest. Yeah. The sweatiest. Let's we're gonna do a reading. It's always have to read these out loud. This is a Jeanette Carey comment. Greg, hold on.
Get your radio voice back.
The mansion.
Greg Brenner is. I started reading and I had to stop. All right. I don't know if I can say this in one whole sentence without laughing. Greg Brenner has a good blowjob story that occurred at the mansion. He was the voyeur, as well as a bunch of people. I can't remember the guy's band who had a very enthusiastic lady fan.
Oh, snap.
Must have been their biggest fan.
Biggest
Must
fan.
have been.
And how do I subscribe to Chopped Liver on Twitch? It's at We Are Chopped Liver, capital W, capital C, capital L. Oh yeah, capital W, capital A, capital C, capital L. We Are Chopped Liver.
Okay.
You can find us
Take
on
off the Zoom.
Twitch. No gaming, though,
Lunch and stuff.
just podcasting.
Yeah, I need to leave soon.
Okay.
I have child duties.
Understood. Well, why don't we go ahead? So we've mostly covered drugs, sex, rock and roll.
I feel like we did. We did a
Wayne,
great
you got
job.
any good paranormal you want to toss out there? You ever seen a ghost, UFO, goblins, ghouls, man,
Paranormal.
bear, pig?
Paranormal. Hmm.
Toss that out there and we'll jump into the box.
You ever seen a ghost?
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Well, I did grow up in a creepy old house, and that's no shit.
Mm, Tell us more.
And so, swear to God, true story. One night, my brother and I, my younger brother and I, our bedrooms were on the top floor, and my parents' bedroom was down on the first floor. And I don't know, I didn't see a ghost, but I felt something so much to where I went and grabbed my younger brother and took him downstairs. And my dad was a hard ass, so I never went into his room.
Mm.
So instead of going to hit into my parents' room and saying, "Hey, you know, something's up there,"
Mm-hmm.
me and my brother slept under the Christmas tree.
Oh,
Aw.
that's sweet.
But I had another. It's not a paranormal story, but I got a bat story that's even funnier. So, same house. Me and my parents are downstairs, which that was rare because I never fucking stayed downstairs with my parents. I was always up in my room listening to music and staying the fuck away from my parents and everything. Just happened I was downstairs. My brother was upstairs and he was the fucking social guy. He was like always downstairs, but he was upstairs by himself. so he comes downstairs and he asks my mom for some aspirin. And my mom was like, well, what's going on? He's like, I think I have a headache. I think I'm seeing things. I thought I saw a bat. And so we started laughing. We started making fun of him. So me and my dad, we go upstairs. And my dad starts singing, well, the bird, the bird is a word. And all of a sudden, this bat fucking flies right past us. And we freaking fall down on the floor. And it was a bat. So then we run downstairs and we get some freaking, we get brooms and whatever cover, like protective gear we can get, which was not. And so we go back upstairs and we're ready to fight battle with this bat, and he's flapping around, and I run and hide in the bathroom. And so short story is the bat flew out the window by himself, thank God.
Good.
Yeah, whenever I hear that, I cannot help. I can't the mama 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 uma mama mama
Yeah,
uma
yeah.
mama uma mama mama uma mama
Exactly.
mama mama uma. Yeah, every time. Someone needs to do that at karaoke for real.
All right, coming up.
Fuck
Go.
yeah, Labor Day.
Let's go.
There's gonna be
Take it
food.
on. You did it really well just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. Come on.
I'm already doing Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'm gonna do fucking Baby Got Back.
Hey.
I'm gonna fucking
Sweet.
kill that. I think I'm gonna open the Labor Day karaoke with that.
Nice.
Bring out the heat. I can flow a little bit.
We
I can
know.
flow a little bit. Pop it off. All right, let's see what's in the box. We'll close out this motherfucker with some crazy ass question. So yeah, every show we do, what's in the box? And we'll pull out a question, everybody gets to answer. And then we'll pass the box around one time. Everybody gets to pull one. And then I'll
Alright.
probably pull a couple just to close it out. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen, Jeanette, but good reference. Oh no. I totally misread that. I thought she was referencing the tribute band that I used to do, Big Balls. You should, Jeanette. Come out and do fucking Big Balls. Do it.
Go.
That's a great song. It's off Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap.
Yep.
That's probably no, it's not my favorite, but it was definitely the first album I ever owned of
Really?
AC/DC. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite is probably it's gotta be Highway to Hell, but yeah, Highway to Hell is probably my favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I actually was lucky enough to see them perform. I was actually lucky enough to see them perform that fucking on that tour, opening up for Kiss in 1977.
No shit.
No shit.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't even know who AC/DC was until then.
Did you say you
Oh,
opened
wow.
for Kiss?
No, fuck no. I wish. No, I saw AC/DC
Candace.
open up for Kiss.
That would be fucking dope though. I'd be there, bro.
Fuck.
I would pay the $1 million per ticket to see you open for motherfucking Kiss. That
Ace
would be
Frehley is my
badass.
fucking idol, man.
Oh, I love Days Frehley.
All right. This is just a good question. All right, we'll start with you,
Ah,
sir.
all right.
What album were you truly hooked on?
Well, I'm gonna say something that
gotta
we
get a
haven't
better
already
camera.
talked about. So I'm gonna say Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Candace?
9 Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral. The first album that I bought with my own money.
You totally stole mine.
So now you got to
Kindred
come with
Spirit.
another one.
That's hard.
It can be the same one.
That's hard.
No, what album changed your life? I already said Revolver.
Okay. King's X, Brutchen Goes to Nebraska.
Candace?
You were younger than that when you were younger before that came out. You got to have an
Well,
album
I
before
told you the album that really changed my life, my oldest sister gave me Vanilla
true.
Fudge.
That's true.
Which one whole side was music and the other side was just ambient trip music.
You did
was
say
noise.
Vanilla Fudge.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that that and the Beatles influenced me so much.
All right, it's your turn, Shep.
Well, which one?
Mine was Downward Spiral by
Downward-
9 Inch Nails.
okay. Changed my life?
Life changer.
Well, just like a
Yeah.
life. I should say a game changer.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Open doors to new things.
So for me personally, the first thing that came to my head when you said life changer was Frankenstein girls seem strangely sexy.
Ooh, I love that one.
Totally fucking threw me for a fucking loop.
That is special.
I was at band practice. This is back when I was in high school. My first band, like truly first band ever, Vexed. And the drummer Carla, love you Carla Grant, by the way. Hope you're doing well. She had already been a huge fan of Mindless Self-Indulgence, and the day that album came out, her and her dad went and bought it, and they put it in. We all listened to it together, and I was just fucking blown away. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? So yeah, Frankenstein girls seem strangely sexy. MSI, yeah, it
Awesome.
changed my whole perspective on music at the time. I was 16 probably.
Yeah. Well,
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Great selection. All right. Here's my question. Your writing is not very
this
good.
it's not just my writing. This is all kinds of people's writings.
Okay. Favorite instrument?
Acoustic guitar. Oh, you know what? I'll stick with that. Next one is foot tambourine.
Foot tambourine.
Wow.
How about-
Electric guitar. I'm sorry, I love guitar.
I'm going with kazoo.
I love those too.
I'm going with the ukulele.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking kidding you.
You know, it's
fucking
that.
guitar.
You guys,
Obviously.
you guys notice that Jimi
Obviously.
Hendrix reference when I said kazoo? Let's fucking cross town traffic. Greatest
I have-
kazoo song ever
Candace.
ever
I
made.
have the loudest kazoo made.
No shit.
Yep, I do.
Is it larger than life?
Hmm.
Bad jokes. I don't even know if that made sense.
Ooh, who's your least favorite artist? Jackie.
I don't even know an artist from Hoosier.
I am not a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. My
I'm not
best
either.
friend loves them, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
Man,
I
Yeah,
agree with
not
you on that
mine.
one.
Yeah.
I never got it, but
I mean, they're okay, but they just, yeah, no.
They're just fine.
Yeah.
They're nothing special.
No.
Memorable.
I'm going with
No,
you
no.
two for sure.
Yeah, that's a good
you're
one.
going with U2?
Bono.
Really?
Fuck,
See, I
least
like
favorite.
U2.
Wow.
How about you?
Dave Matthews Band.
That's a fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair answer.
Yeah.
I hate tuning my guitar to his shit.
I never never got the freaking what it was about that dude,
What the
but
hype, yeah.
yeah.
I-
Sorry if you guys like it,
No,
but
no,
Yeah,
no.
no,
it's-
it's okay.
Way to make it crash.
But what the hype?
And
what the hype?
Yeah.
I hate the Grateful Dead.
I do too.
Thank you.
you know what? You know
Me
what?
too.
Never got it.
I
Never
was
got
at I did an open mic at Ballrath back in like 2009, and somebody walked up to me. I was wearing a Zeppelin shirt, and they're like, "What's your favorite Def Leppard? Not Def Leppard, but Grateful Dead song?" I was like, "I don't listen to
None
the
of
Grateful Dead,"
Yeah.
and they were like, "What?
The ones that other people
How
covered.
could you wear a Zeppelin shirt and blah blah?" I'm like, dude, I don't fucking.
So
People are weird, man.
So here my girl Stacy's asking. Here's a debate question: Aerosmith toys or rocks?
Oh, toys. Fucking toys in the attic
Oh,
all
yeah, that's my
day.
favorite.
Can't
That was
be
one of my
topped.
first albums too.
Sorry, not
Aerosmith
sorry.
Toys in the attic.
I prefer rocks myself.
No
but,
shit.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. They're
Fair
both
enough.
fucking incredibles. But
That's my mom talking now.
I have
She's a huge
funny
Aerosmith fan.
story. My niece, this was back in the 80s. My niece was like, I don't know, 16 or something. And she's like, Aunt Jackie, you have got to hear this new song. And it was when Love in an Elevator came out. This new band, they're so awesome. I just, and I handed her Toys in the Attic and I said, listen to this.
I stopped listening to Aerosmith in the 80s. That was after Draw the Line, I was done with. I drew the line on Aerosmith.
Dude, that fucking
I
movie,
love-
the Armageddon that they did though,
Yeah,
Resurrection,
Yeah, I
for
love
real.
I love Aerosmith.
Not that it was a long one. I mean, they like the song you were just talking about was like 91.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that film came out like what 98. So it was in
Yeah.
theaters in 97. But I don't know. Like
yeah.
I'm
I just didn't want.
I was
I didn't want-
raised into Aerosmith.
I didn't want to
so,
see
Yeah, thank
Aerosmith
you.
singing.
yeah.
I-
Don't want to cry anymore.
Yeah.
I'm used to fucking toys in the attic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Man, Dream On is probably one of the greatest rock songs of all time.
Yeah.
And I love
first hit.
the- yeah,
First album, first hit.
And that song, by the way, like if you've never heard that song before and you've heard Aerosmith, you wouldn't even know it was Aerosmith until
Exactly.
the end, you
No,
know,
you're right.
because he was actually,
Very low key.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But-
So sorry. Go ahead. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Sorry.
Can I throw this one away?
Yes.
Thank you.
Crumble it. Hey,
Yeah,
crumble it
no,
up.
here.
Crumble it up. Do, or I'll rip
Damn.
it. You need a lighter?
They wanted to know what
Personally
my
offended?
favorite.
Did it
sports
say, how do you
team was.
spell the name
Oh.
Jackie?
What's your favorite? Yes, that's it. What's your favorite?
That's
sports
going to be
team?
in the box soon.
My
joking.
favorite sports
I'm
team
joking.
is I'm
I'm
the,
joking.
girl,
You should do it.
the beer babe. I'm the
You
one
should do
going,
it.
yeah, beer me.
So
Yeah.
high right now. I have no idea.
Oh my god. No offense. Do you want to fuck Shep? Sorry, Shep.
Oh my God.
I'm not lying.
I do.
Who wrote that?
I don't know.
You could crumble that
Trouble
one
that
up.
one up too. Okay, all right. Moving on.
Yeah, holy shit.
That's not
You know what I'm gonna
fun.
do?
just
I'm
let
gonna
people
go
put
through
whatever
all
in
of
here?
them. And I'm
Maybe it would be wise to do that.
yeah, holy shit.
Then there would be no fun moments.
What the
like
hell
that.
does
Yeah.
that say? Do you cosplay? What does that say?
Uh,
Do you cosplay?
would you and what character?
So yeah, I'll admit I'm a total nerd. I have cosplayed. Back in the day on the east side, there was a gaming club called the Dragon's Claw. And we used to go out to Paul Ruster Park dressed in
Aw.
Fucking
costumes,
Paul Rutter.
and
What's
then
up? It's the only hill in Indiana.
foam, yes, and make foam weapons. The SCA started out there,
They
and we
still
would beat
LARP
the
out
shit
there.
out of each other with these foam weapons. So yes, I have cosplayed.
They still LARP out there.
And do they still LARP out there?
Mhm.
Yeah, I ran a LARP with my ex-husband. I
The
ran a LARP for a
original.
while. Well, I always either play something evil or I play an elf because it's fun, and you get to because everybody's beating the shit out of each other with foam weapons. The elves got to use bows, so they have like the big marshmallow thing on the end, so you don't kill anyone. But yeah, that was fun.
I have to ask because even though it's the only hill in Indiana, are you Warren Central alum?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I grew up in
'Cause
in Redneckistan called Greensburg, Indiana.
Redneck
I've heard of
stand.
it.
Yes, and
It's out there by Shelby, Tucky.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's just south of Shelby, Tucky. We got the tree growing out of the courthouse. Ain't nothing out there but rednecks and corn and
Drugs.
drugs. Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. No, I moved here in '91, and then
Weird.
started. What was that? Was that like a CB or something? Are we part of Family
Yeah.
County?
Can I get a copy?
Right.
Was a CB.
Record good, buddy.
10-4, I'm headed to the barn.
What about you, Shep? You
What-
ever cosplayed?
Oh, wait, what? What's the question?
Have you ever cosplayed? And
Have you
what
ever
character would you be? If
Oh, I mean, Halloween, right? Does that count?
I feel like
Kind of.
it should.
I mean, Silent Bob.
Ooh, I have
Son
a
of
very
yeah.
funny cosplay story.
Hold on. I can do it. Hold on.
Oh, let's see it.
Just imagine me with hair.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I did. Oh, I did it.
That is awesome.
I fixed it. All right. You were saying, Jackie? Sorry.
I just have a funny cosplay story. So I went with Dana when she was the guy she was married to before. We took her kids and my kid, and we're at one of the cons downtown. And there also happened to be a Colts game. And we're standing out there, and we've got funky cosplay gear on, and there's all the Colts players walking by, and all the cosplayers are over here. And we watched two people, one dude that had the most outrageous, awesome homemade outfit. He looked like something out of Transformers. He walks by this guy that's in shorts and is completely body painted white on one side and blue on the other. They stopped and went, freak, at the same time, and walked past each other.
So it's cool to dress up like a fucking video game person or something, but if you're a sports fan, you're a freak.
What?
Or
No,
vice
they both
versa.
called each other
Oh,
freak.
oh.
The guy in the
That's
cold
funny.
stuff looked at the guy in the outfit, and the guy in the outfit looked at the other guy, and they both went freak.
That's just a
That-
Dude, I'll
metaphor.
tell you what, though. That's a compliment. It's to be called a freak. I don't know.
Yep.
Fuck it.
least you ate
At least on that level, you
Yeah.
know, whatever you're passionate about. If you're freaky,
Exactly.
fuck it.
Let your freak flag fly.
Let your freak
Right.
flag fly. All right, let me get that box.
Wait, we were not done. What is your cosplay character?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Still, let me get
Here,
the box.
pass that.
I cosplay every fucking weekend as a rock
Yeah,
star.
thank you.
Oh, the reach.
I feel like I've done Wonder Woman before for sure.
Fun.
Yeah, I would like to do Poison Ivy.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I used to live in San Diego, so the biggest fucking comic convention in the world is in San Diego.
Yes.
And
Nice.
I went to that thing every year that I lived there for 5 years.
Aw.
And it's even bigger now than it was when I was there. But you want to talk about a pop culture overload.
Oh,
Indiana has nothing on that.
Yeah.
Even
Comic-Con.
Chicago. I've been to the Chicago Comic Con. It doesn't have anything on San Diego. That's the fucking granddaddy of them all.
Yeah.
And it is insane. I've met so many comic book artists and film artists and so many just celebrities there. I was standing right next to Gene Simmons and didn't even know it until
Oh,
he
wow.
said something. And I'm like,
What?
fucking
Crazy.
Gene
How
Simmons.
cool is that?
You knew it was him when his tongue came out, right?
Yes. I felt something on my ear.
Uh,
Oh shit. I just made Shep speechless.
You still didn't answer the question.
Yeah, Shep.
what's the
What are you
question?
gonna cosplay as?
Oh, I thought it was what have I, not what will I. Shit, man.
What would you?
Fat Batman,
Fat Batman.
aka Blunt Man.
Nice.
I would totally be Blunt Man. Because obviously, I already said Silent Bob, so might as well go with Blunt Man.
He's
Nice.
vegan now, you know.
All right, Candace. Oh, you already said Poison Ivy.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's move on.
Well, I guess he's done eating pussy. Feel bad for his wife. All right. What was your hardest
Hey, if it-
job, Wayne?
My hardest job is still my hardest job. I'm a fucking landscaper.
Oh
Oof.
shit.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that for like 5 days and I was like, nope.
Yeah. Do it in 108 degrees.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's hot. It was mostly like moving the trees. I did horticulture for 2 years, so I kind of know all about it, but yeah.
Well,
fuck
actually,
that.
I take that
That's
back.
a lot of work. It's hard work. It's hard work.
My hardest job was Army Airborne Ranger, so that
Oh,
was
wow.
that was even harder. So yeah, that was much harder actually.
What about you, Kenneth? What was your hardest job?
Oh fuck. I guess my hardest job had to do with my bosses gaslighting me and nothing to do with the actual job.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what makes job shitty. Is usually the boss.
I was doing, like 80 to 90% of the front of house work, and then they had the nerve to be like, "We noticed that you're not working." I'm like, "Excuse me, what?"
Hmm.
I'm the only one taking orders, making drinks, or doing any dishes in this entire restaurant. Please tell me more how I'm not working.
Working in management for so long, I know for a fact the number one reason why people quit their job has nothing to do with pay, the career in itself. It's always
The
the leader. Yeah, the
Yeah.
boss. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Poor leadership leads to big overturn.
Then they had to hire two
As it
people to
should.
replace me. Like, I wasn't working hard enough, but you had to hire two people
Yeah.
to
Don't you
replace
love
me.
that?
Mhm.
I've had that
Oh,
happen
move your mic in,
numerous
Jackie.
times. Oh, I'm sorry, and I scooted back too.
You could just move it in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
You could chill.
There we go.
Don't be
Oh,
afraid of
yeah.
that,
Just
Mike.
move it in a little
What was
more.
your worst
Give it a
job?
little more. Just a little more.
I work healthcare. I run a lab. So my worst job is pretty much every lab job I've had up to until now. Because lab techs, nobody knows what we do. We go to school 4 years to do what we do with the pre-meds. We get the lowest pay of anyone in a hospital. And we work every holiday, every weekend. It's,
Damn.
yeah. The
Unsung
first
hero.
15 years of my career, I worked every Christmas, every New Year's Eve, every New Year's Day, every July 4th, every Thanksgiving.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it works. You're the low man on the totem pole, you get stuck.
Damn, that sucks.
I've worked two of the rated as two of the hardest jobs in the country. One of them is pizza manager. But that does not take any cake. The worst job, or not the worst job, but the hardest job I've ever had, I was a dispatcher.
Oh yeah.
And I worked for a logistics company. So we had sprinter vans, we had cargo vans, we had minivans, we had motorcycles, we had 24-foot box trucks, we had reefers, we had 53 footers, we had it all. And I basically had to handle all like maybe 50 different vehicles, had to move them around, get them to each stop with 4 different forms of service. And all that being said, that is what made the job hard. But what made it the worst job I ever had was the person that ran it. Probably the most.
Yep.
What's the word that they use for work environment? What's that word?
Toxic?
Hostile.
Hostile.
Yeah.
Computers being thrown across the room, phones being thrown through windows, screaming at the top of their lungs, spitting angry.
Wow.
Oh, I've seen it all. Yeah, that was the worst job I've ever fucking had. And the job in itself was really hard. So it was the hardest job, but to make it worse, the person that ran the show was an absolute psychopath. So yeah.
That does
yeah.
suck.
Let's do one more what's in the box, and then we'll probably call it quits.
Bird.
Because I got some delicious snacks that Candace made for us.
Absolutely. I'm
So
gonna
I'm ready
And
to
some movies to watch.
and some movies to watch. I'll have to get up in the attic.
What is
and
this, Candace?
Dust out the
Rude Girl Baking, by the way.
Hostess with the mostest, cream-filled dark
Our-
chocolate
Our unofficial vegan baking of chopped liver.
pastry podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I'm gonna eat the hell out of that.
It'll-
All right.
It'll taste like you put it in the microwave right out of the.
Yeah, it'll taste like it just came out of the oven.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad. Not great, but here it is. What's your ideal day?
Start with Jackie.
That's not
Uh-huh.
fair. Let's see. My ideal day. I get up. I live someplace with palm trees. I've won the lottery, so I don't have to go to work, and I can just chill out and watch podcasts like this one.
Hey. What about you, Candace?
My ideal day. Taking my daughter to Starbucks in the morning and then taking her to school and napping. And then coming to do this podcast. So today was my ideal day. Best day.
Awesome. That was very nice.
That was very nice.
My ideal day is not as nice as Candace's, but my ideal day would be walking on my favorite beach in California and then playing a fucking arena that
Nice.
night.
I like that.
Cool.
My ideal day is I wake up on time. I go to work on time. I don't have to deal with any nonsense. And I go to bed on time. I eat. Because I'll be honest, there are days I don't. But, whatever. I guess, no stress. That's an ideal day for me. So,
Yeah.
there's 7 days in a week. So it's hard for me to split them up. I have a pretty tight-knit schedule. So on the days that I have my kids, a day where, I don't know, Thorn doesn't have the runs. Kane is well behaved and just being cool, and then I don't know, the days that I don't have my kids, stress-free punk rock nights. Everybody shows up on time for my podcast. I don't know, no text messages from people that I don't want text messages from. Just the old day, whatever, whatever floats the day along in a non-stressful way. I guess, that's my ideal day. Wayne?
Well, all your ideal days sound really good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, when you strip it all away, a stress-free day is an ideal day for anybody.
Yeah.
So-
Amen.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I
And
could
there's Craig. And there's Craig. Finally,
We can make a difference.
we could say that your stress-free day, Craig, but you do that every fucking day. So
Yeah.
Smoke whiskey, drink weed.
all right. So
No stress. So that's your
No
ideal
stress.
day.
Yep.
So we got
No
Saturday
stress.
planned out for all y'all.
Yep.
Oh hell
Gotta go
yeah.
to the
So yeah,
Melody.
let's
Be there.
fucking Craig. So we're literally getting ready to close out the podcast, and Craig's like,
Sup,
"Sup,
guys?
guys?"
Saturday will be an ideal day for me because I can sleep in, chill out, do a little practice on my own, pre-show practice. I always want to limber up my fingers and everything. And then it's always a fucking great time playing the Mel with all you lovely motherfuckers. So
Oh yeah.
that's
Hell yeah, dude.
That's an ideal day for me.
Amen. So this Saturday at the Melody Inn, it's punk rock night, and Wayne's band Kung Fu Overdrive is playing with Hans Condor and Vice Strings. All right. So maybe I've drank a little more whiskey than normal, but I'm having fun. What the fuck ever. But yeah, this Saturday it's gonna be a fucking badass show. Kung Fu Overdrive, motherfucking. By the way, thanks again, Wayne, for letting us play your new hit,
Thank you.
Big Trouble in Little China. Again, I
Very
pulled that
cool.
videotape up. It was between this or Back to the Future, and I went with motherfucking Back to the Future. And either way, I love that fact. But yeah, for sure, check that out. And then Candace, you're doing the Feast of Lanterns at Spades Park. Is that Friday or Saturday?
It's Saturday,
Saturday.
4 p.m. to 11 p.m.
4 to 11.
So you can come get my croissants and then go to the show.
There you go.
There
See?
you go.
You can come to
On
the
the
show
way.
full and happy, and then be ready to party and rock.
Yep. Get your shots. Fuck yeah. Smoke your weed in the fucking smoker's garden. Jackie, thank you so much for coming out for the first time.
Thanks for having
I'll
me.
get you on the books for your first guest podcast here, probably November.
Okay.
We'll get you scheduled up, get you on your get you scheduled for a show. Man, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. It has been a hot one, has it not?
Yeah.
It has been a hot one.
You can see Candace's fan, but you can't. Jackie, shut the fuck.
Mine's it's
Something.
it's one of your books. I hope it wasn't important.
It's all of his childhood poetry.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Now it's just your cheap
Let's
fan.
not read. Let's
Well,
not.
there is
Yeah.
there is writing in there, so yeah, no, it's
I
a little
told you.
waffled.
It's all his child poetry about Jack. I mean,
About his first cover band.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I would totally write about that, Wayne.
hey,
Jacking it in San Diego
who knows?
for the best con
Freak
ever.
flags, fly.
Dude, Wayne, it's been a fucking blast. Thank
Hey,
you so much for coming out.
for having me, and thank you guys for coming out with us and making it fun. So
Fuck
thank all of you.
Candace,
Can't
Jackie,
wait to see you Saturday.
thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for coming out. It's been hella fun. It's been a really fun show.
And hell is, that's the word. It's been a hella
Hell of a show.
hot.
Hot as hell. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight, for chiming in, for being a part of the show. I hope everybody stays warm
Yeah.
Moist. and sweaty.
I think we're good with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got that down.
I'm gonna close that out like I always do. Man, it's fucking one more shot. Here's to Wayne, Kung Fu Overdrive, and ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Machine Guns and Motorcycles, it's back, baby.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We are the unheard. We are the overlooked. We are chopped liver. You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. You fucking had that